Well, we had talked. Me and him had talked during the other day while trying to make a move to the city in the summer. Would you be interested?
Moving to the city?
Yeah.
When?
Sometime this summer.
I'd have to save up a lot of money for that and find a job out there before that happens. That's a possibility though.
Yeah. Think about it, bro. I mean, I'll be looking to get a job in the city. It's over there. That's fine. You passing my phone? Thank you. You job ready? Ooh. So the Lakers and 76ers are trying to make a trade for D Rose.
For 76ers, both
Like
of them?
the Lakers and 76ers are trying to...
I hope he goes if he does move, I hope he goes to the Lakers. 76ers aren't going to do shit.
My issue with them is that they let go of JJ Redick. Now they have no real outside shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I just want him to win a ring, so
Yeah,
he
me
has
too.
a better chance of winning with the Lakers than 76ers are probably going to get bounced out second round or some shit.
They're really inconsistent.
Yeah, and I don't want to see anybody beating the Bucks. Either that or Toronto, because Toronto's nice.
They're very nice, but Boston is so... They're a good team that can be very streaky too, you know?
I mean, I don't think Boston's gonna. They'll get to the playoffs, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
They're not beating. I mean, they may beat them, but they're probably not gonna beat.
I like
the Bucks.
Miami though. Miami's gritty.
They're not gonna beat the Bucks either.
I don't think anyone's gonna beat the Bucks. What I'm saying is the teams I like out of the East.
Oh.
Like
Miami's nice.
Miami's nice as fuck. But no one has a side. Plus now Milwaukee has the shooting too.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Alrighty, gentlemen. Good afternoon. Today is Monday, January 20th. Thank you guys for tuning in to ISD here with Devonn.
And Pierce.
Vontrell.
How are you gentlemen feeling?
Can you turn my headphones down?
We go through this every week. Yes, I can. I feel like I cut them up all the time. Or I just grab them. How's that sound?
That's better.
Way better?
No. Can you turn it down a little more?
No. You are this one. How's that?
Yeah, this is better.
How's it now?
I'll do with it. It's okay.
How's it now?
It's the same.
How's it now?
This is good.
Good. I changed it. So you
Stop,
good?
Stop playing with it.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in. We got actually want to talk about today. Something I do want to get off my chest real quick right off the bat, right? I know I explained this to you, but I don't know if I told you this, bro. But I actually bought a journal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in my journal, man, I originally, it's gonna be something private that I was gonna keep to myself, but I figured this podcast is, I kind of live my life vicariously through this podcast in a sense. Like anything I'm going through in my life, I like to come on this show and discuss because it's about things that we go through at this age, right? So like here, if I show the camera, here on the first page of my journal, right? As soon as I walk in, I write a return address. I don't put my home address. I'm paranoid, so I just put the job I work at right now. So in there, I wrote like quick sayings to remind myself, you're gonna change and be better. Let that be your comfort, the thing that anchors you to come back to reality. I feel like a lot of times I'm in my own head a lot, which I definitely am. And because of that, it holds me back in situations that are actually physically here in life. So
Right.
I don't end up dealing with reality. I end up dealing with what's in my mind,
Right.
what I think is going on.
Right.
So when I actually leave my head and come back to reality, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. 100% know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of that. You are not your mistakes. Do not become comfortable in your flaws. Recognize in a healthy way when you're wrong and fix it. I'm very big on calling myself like a dumbass and like fuck idiot and all the other kind of good shit. So This is this is me in an effort to develop healthier ways for me to become a better person, just become a better me. I don't know if it's temporary, I don't know if it's permanent, but either way, bro, I really like it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hear journaling's super, super good for you, and it's almost necessary in the sense of just kind of having a healthier mind and even success. I mean, I know a lot of successful people journal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to get ideas out, you know, or just kind of to get feelings out, anger, sadness, whatever it is. It's somewhere to put the feelings, you know, in the words, so it's not just in your head. So I've always wanted to start doing it. I just never have. It's dope that you started doing it.
It's time consuming. That's all.
It's mad time consuming,
Yeah.
but you know, sometimes I feel like eventually it's just something that is probably gonna bring you peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's dope that you started it. I definitely need to get on my shit too and start writing something down. Even if it's nothing, you know, but just writing something down every day. I hear journaling at the end of your day and just kind of talking about what, you know, you did throughout that day, you know, even if this is minor shit, is really good for you too. Just journaling in general, man.
Yeah.
Journaling in general, writing shit down.
100%.
Yeah.
For me, it's like obviously, you know, you guys are my friends, I talk to you guys, but I start to feel bad when I come to you guys about how I feel all the time, because either it'll be me repeating the same issue that I've yet to fix, or it'll be just me feel like I'm wearing on you guys. Like, you guys, obviously, everyone has their own things that they deal with. And if you guys have shit on your plates, who am I to come over here and just add my food on your plate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys don't mind, but at the same time, I don't want to intrude on your space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, eventually, I have to be the one to fix my problems. You know what I'm saying?
I feel.
Not saying you guys don't care about me, not shit like that, but I just want to be able to make sure I'm self-sufficient in myself.
Yeah.
And do things for myself that I care about and fill the hole that I feel. One thing I've noticed is that, you know, because like what we said on this podcast before, you know, old girl that I'm involved with. So like, there's been a trend, and sure you've noticed it too. Like, I go so hard, and I listen to that podcast too when I was on the phone. This is like, I do that and I pour into other people so much because there's a lack of whatever I feel like I have in me. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, whatever I don't have, I try to pour in other people because I don't have that within myself, if that makes sense.
So, like, you're not receiving that in your life, so you feel like you
have to live through other people
to feel a sense of having that?
Almost, in a sense. Or it's just like, I don't have a sense of self-identity, so it's like, let me just fall into this person.
So you're when you involve yourself with someone, you basically not make them
not
your
fall in
identity,
love,
but you consume them.
Yeah, your life becomes them.
And I think about them 24/7. And it's not even just that person I may like in that situation. It could be a bunch of other shit. It could be a job. Like, I did that with radio. I did that with everything. It's like, what do I care about in my life?
You don't have a sense of identity, so whatever you're doing at that moment is basically what you identify as.
Yeah.
Why do you feel you don't have a sense of identity?
What the? I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Very good. Yeah. Partially, yeah. Partially was like I don't have a sense of identity, and I don't have, and I'm working on it. I'm feeling better, but it doesn't.
Why do you feel like that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's just I didn't take the time enough to a certain amount of time where I just didn't reflect enough, even though I feel like I reflect all the time. I reflect too much now in a really unhealthy way. Maybe it's because I've never been on my own.
I don't think that's what you need to be on your
I
own.
think that's what it's
self-identity.
supposed to be. I'll tell you that much. I'll take that back. It could be better. It's going to be better.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's what you make it.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe that's what it is. Something was missing from when I was growing up. And not to say I had some terrible childhood. I didn't. Mm-hmm. But it's like maybe something was missing that I needed, that I didn't find a piece for myself. Maybe all this is just supposed to be happening. Because I'm only 23. Life's way ahead of me. I'm still green to a lot of shit in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So maybe this is a moment in time where this is supposed to be happening to.
Yeah, but everyone goes through something that helps them find out kind of who they are, whether that's when they're 5 years old or when they're 50 years old, you know, but everyone hopefully kind of goes through a situation where they kind of realize, like, who they are as a person, you know, instead of trying to, like, live through other people or, you know, kind of, you know, flood their life with stuff to kind of forget about what they don't have, you know, or what they're lacking. So, I mean, maybe this is just your time to kind of figure out who you are and what you really want to do and what, you know, your true path in life is. It's not that this isn't your true path in life, but you know what I'm saying, just like kind of a lot of people kind of will like chase a dream that they have, and I'm putting dream in quotes because it's a dream that a lot of other people have. So they're like, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, you know, like I want to do that because everyone else wants to do that too, you know. So there must be like something, you know, and like they get super motivated for like a month or so on it, and then they're like, okay, this isn't really what I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's kind of like floating in space. So yeah, man. I mean, maybe this is, you know, I guess you really won't know until it's done. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you got to do is just kind of stay positive. I mean, everyone's going through that. You feel me? I mean, I'm sure all three of us are kind of going through that right now, just trying to figure this shit out. You know? I know I am.
Yeah.
You guys handle it well though. I mean, I'm expressive, so I express how I feel all the time. And that's another reason why I got this, because again, I'll be feeling like an asshole. Cause we'll be at work one day, and we just be completely chilling, and I walk up to him, I'll be like, bro, I feel like fucking shit today. Like out of the blue or some random shit. Mm-hmm. And it's just like
I just be standing there.
you know what I'm saying? And like it's you roll with it well, but at the same time, like I want to be better at handling these things on my own.
Yeah.
And originally, like I said, I thought this was gonna be a private thing for me, but I decided to share it here on the podcast because people do actually listen to us. Actually, somebody told us the other day. Remember our friends from the city? Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I was talking to one of them, and they actually said they actually do love and enjoy our podcast.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's nice.
I know, right? So like when that,
bro, I be feeling like nobody even. We be talking to nobody, bro.
I be feeling no. Did I ever show you the demographics of our listeners?
I think you might have at one point in time.
Yeah, it shows like the regions that they listen in. It breaks it down by city. So you go to United States, Illinois, and then it'll give you like. It'll go Lake County? No, it'll just give you cities. So it was like Chicago, Country Club Hills.
Really?
I don't know if you guys know anybody in Country Club Hills. Mm-hmm. Whoever that 1%, it's like 1%. Whoever that 1% is, shout out to you.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? But the breakdown's really cool. But now that people actually listen, or that we know that they listen to us and that they follow us and that they like us, to be able to share this, in my mind, that means I'm helping people.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, almost everybody got a journal. So I have a journal. Mm-hmm. I just be too lazy to write in it sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's just like once you get to going, and all of a sudden you just wrote like 3 pages.
Hell yeah! I've had it for less than a week. I'm already out.
Yeah, bro. I see you got in there a novel on that bit.
Yeah, I bought color pencil by accident.
What did you want, a black pen?
I just wanted a.
I feel like the blue kind of goes. It's nice. It matches the blue on the outside, so you know.
Correct, but like
it's nice theme you got going on.
Yeah. It was, I don't know what the fuck, cause you know the mechanical pencils that like click on the outside of it.
That's what you thought you had.
That's what I thought I had, a 4-pack. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It ain't different colors. It's color pencil.
They got clickable color pencils now.
Yeah, that's what this is. I didn't know.
So you still been writing in color pencil?
Yeah, you see, it's all blue.
Hey,
so what happens if you mess up?
It's a eraser rubber.
Oh, okay.
So alright. So it's a pencil. It's just colors. It's a color pencil.
Yeah.
Could you erase? Because you
Do you not remember those pencils with the color pencils with the erasers on them?
Nah.
Oh, I had a pad.
Were they good? Were they? Yeah. See, that just looks like that. No, I can see why you.
I thought it was a regular pencil.
It looks like a regular pencil.
You know what I'm saying?
Did it say colored pencils on the pack?
You know, bro.
It probably did.
It probably did.
They're not just gonna not say that,
right?
Because motherfuckers be buying the thing it's regular as pencil.
My thing is how do you refill it?
That's cool though. That's cool.
Hell yeah, I really like it. Like it caught me, and there's like blue, red, green, black. Like I gotta.
Oh yeah, you can change this for however you feeling.
Hell yeah, I'm mad as fuck. What's the red? I feel peace. I'm writing black because I'm black and I'm proud or some shit.
I feel like yellow would be peaceful.
That's real.
I don't know what black would be. Blue is sad. What would black be?
I don't know.
Evil?
Evil.
I think red considered evil.
Red is angry though.
Red
can be passionate, but yellow is definitely the most peaceful color of all.
Yeah, definitely.
Or green. I think I may have a green one in there.
I'd say green is more peaceful than yellow.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because yellow can be kind of bright.
Yellow can be mad bright.
Very bright.
Look at this sweatshirt right now. So look at your sweatshirt. Well, that's like
it's like neon
lime.
Oh yeah, this is the hoodie I was gonna buy from the track museum, but and you know me, last minute Larry. I FaceTimed you right when we were at checkout. So I'm like, if you don't answer, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
I probably should have.
Like what? It's cool, man. I appreciate the thought though. That's what matters.
Oh, speaking of clothes, I am so disappointed, y'all.
Can you move the mic a little closer to your mouth?
Yeah, what happened?
Thank you, sir.
So I was all set to buy my Ivy Park times Adidas shit because I needed a coat. My zipper broke.
Yeah, okay.
And I was gonna buy the asymmetrical coat. Do you know that coat is almost $300?
Ooh,
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah. Beyonce. No.
That's Beyonce's coat? Oh, that's her collab.
Ivy
with
Park,
that. Yeah.
Looks good.
It was some sick shit.
She has some. I saw some of the shoes. There was like 2 of them I actually wear.
And the shoes weren't expensive though. They were all $100.
Right.
I think the most expensive pair were like $200.
I
That's
mentioned-
normal. Yeah, that's normal for us though. So I wasn't tripping on the shoes. I was tripping on the coat because I'm like, damn.
You know, she had to upcharge something.
Yeah.
Can't make everything affordable.
But I had to think. I'm like, even with Rihanna when she did the Puma thing, the Fenty Puma thing, that stuff wasn't that expensive. It was not expensive. I was like, oh okay.
I feel like Rihanna's more for the people
She is.
than Beyonce. I don't know, but I feel like she did that.
Are her products, like her makeup and lingerie, are they reasonably priced?
Oh, Rihanna.
Yeah.
I don't buy her makeup, but from what
Okay.
I see, yeah, yeah. But even back to the clothing line thing, it was reasonably priced.
The
I was so
lingerie.
hurt. I'm looking at that coat.
Cause he been talking about it all week.
And I was gonna get it. She didn't send me a box.
But you see how God intervenes?
Hey man.
No. No.
You know, it's funny you brought that up. Actually, you guys know I went to that event on Saturday.
Mhm.
I bought this one-of-one jacket.
Yeah, man. Bruh,
You like
dude,
the
homie, I didn't really get a good look at it. He showed me like in a mirror, it was shaky. I didn't really get to see it. So I told him, did you bring it today?
No, I didn't bring it. That's
okay.
a one-on-one. I didn't bring it.
Bruh, homie, okay, so he told me a couple days before the event.
I told both of y'all at the same time.
Yeah, he was like, yo, are you
Holidays.
trying to, and I'm like, yeah, bro. He said he doesn't know if he's going yet. I'm like, well, if you're going, let me know, I'm down. And he said, all right. He told me the day of, maybe 4 or 5 hours before, yo, you still want to go? I'm just waiting. I was like, bro, like I work tomorrow morning. I got plans. Like, how are you gonna tell me the day of?
Yeah, I was already at work.
Bruh, and I'm like, come on. Like, I really wanted to go to that too.
I was so close, bro. I let him know a few days ahead of time, and I was communicating with him.
I had to work.
I know, but I made sure I hit you up early though.
I still had to work.
Nigga, give me my flowers, my nigga. I hit you up early, did I not?
You did, but you don't follow up, and you.
That's what it was, bro. Because he hit
up.
me earlier too. That's when I was like, I'm down if you're down. Because you said I don't know if I'm going yet. And then I was like, yeah, bro, I work that day, but I get off at like 4 o'clock. Like, just hit me.
Yeah, see, I didn't get off
He hit
until
me.
7.
Yeah,
so
bro,
I
it's
had to
like-
get started at 7.
Started at 7 and at 10, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
You know.
Can't believe that shit.
Yeah.
You still can't believe at this point.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's expected.
I thought you were gonna do better.
I did.
Disappointing me.
I did
We
do better.
literally had a whole conversation on this though.
I did do better.
No, you have to follow up.
Follow up. The day,
Not
bruh,
the day of.
You gotta hit me the day before. Like when you
like 2
decide,
days
when you
before.
decide I'm going, hit me. Like, yo, I'm going.
So
like,
because
all
I
right, bet.
didn't fully complete the task, I didn't really do shit.
You
So just-
yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
You're a failure.
Say it again.
Funny as fuck. No, but,
How was it though?
it was really freaking good, bro. So like originally, everything that happens is in happens like Wicker Park, Milwaukee area. I always end up in like off of Milwaukee Avenue.
Yeah.
Parking in Chicago can be such a fucking sport. My God.
But man, I'm always looking for the free spots.
Dude,
Always.
last time I was at the Emporium, which is literally up the street from where we were at, where I was at, and I went to the Emporium a few months ago, and literally, bro, shout out to Mike Quill and Karali Payne and Cook Up Camp. We literally I had to park in the back of an alley.
That's dangerous.
That wasn't like a huge ass sheet of ice. It was cold as fuck.
Jesus.
And it was like, because it was like a Friday night, of course.
Yeah.
All the park spots were taken. So it's just like, what the fuck? And Milwaukee Avenue is popular in Chicago.
Yeah.
So originally, when me and Jordan went up there a few times before that, we parked in the Jewel parking lot while it was still open. Because they be on here in the suburbs, you may get away with that.
Yeah, they're.
They're on that shit. I remember I went to Milwaukee to see Dosha. I like how I started with one show and ended up talking about 2 different stories.
Yeah.
I went to go see Dosha and DJ Mondo. Shout out to them
Completely
boys.
different city now.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Then I was in Atlanta, and I was. Go ahead.
I went to go see Dose and DJ Mondo, and I parked in the Dollar Tree parking lot thinking, oh, this ain't nothing. Bro, literally, as I walk away, there's a girl driving by, yo, yellow jacket, they're about to tow your car. Fuck. So I ran back, and sure enough, that tow truck was over in the parking lot, like, sharp with my shit. So I'm like, all right, I gotta move it. But at that time of night, they had free parking, so I parked up the street of CVS. But, yeah, like, finding a parking spot is always a bitch. So last time, I had to park in an alley, which I definitely wasn't a fan of, so this time, I parked like under the train tracks, but my tail end was hanging out over like an alleyway. So I was like, is this a good spot? You know, your gut tells you like maybe this isn't a good idea.
Yeah.
And either you follow it or you don't. I have a bad habit of not following that good idea sometimes, depending on what it is, obviously. And I was just like, I'll be cool.
Were you cool?
I was nervous. Cause then like a guy maybe 50 feet that way had backed out his parking spot right away. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna and park right in there.
Yeah.
So I lucked out. I got a good parking spot. But the event was dope. The jacket I got, shout out to my guy Drew, Fabric Narcotics. I bought a jacket off him that was one of one. And you know
So it was the only jacket there.
everything there was one of one.
Oh.
Yeah. So the jacket, I was gonna buy the jacket off his back, but that wouldn't have a hood on it. The one I got, I bought for $90. But to our point, we're talking about Ivy Park and merchandising and whatnot. I asked him that question. I'm like, why do some people charge like a lot of fucking money, especially for streetwear? But a lot of times your consumers aren't people who could typically afford these things.
Yeah, the up and coming streetwear is like, yo, it's $300. I'm like, bro, what?
Right.
Why are you charging that much?
So, man.
Yeah, facts. So then I asked him that. And he's like, it's more of a know your self-worth type thing.
I get that 100%.
I mean, I ain't even finna flex on y'all. If I would have had it, I would have sold it out.
Oh yeah, because I had it and I bought that.
I would have cleared it all out. Like, period.
For
But
the Beyonce jacket?
yeah,
Let's Beyonce jacket.
but she want me to pay $85 for a top, $60 for some bottoms.
A shirt?
Yeah, like the sweatshirts alone were $85. So a whole jogging suit is like just about $200. I'm still gonna get a jogging suit, but
Why?
cause it's Beyonce's jogging suit.
So you're still okay. I'm sorry. I just want to clarify. You need a jacket because you have a hole in your jacket.
No, cause my zipper broke.
Your zipper broke. Excuse me. So you need a jacket. Coat.
Specific.
You need a coat. And it's $300.
$250. But I'm
You
sure.
don't need that one. Though.
No, I don't need that one. No.
But you need the $200 jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You don't need none of that.
You don't need nothing. I'm trying to.
I don't have any jogging pants or jogging suits.
Bro, Marshalls, bro.
Bruh, hit thrift, you know what I'm
Please
saying?
hit the
Hit
thrift.
thrift, you feel me?
Cause you're my
nice,
man.
find a
I
nice
know sometimes-
jumpsuit, you feel me?
I'm only gonna buy two.
That's what?
That's $400.
$450 with tags.
Make it
Shipping
make
and
sense,
shit.
dog.
You damn gonna pay a stack just for shipping and handling.
You're about to pay half a rent.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna buy it all at once. And I'm still considering
You're
it.
still. Get the fuck out of here. And
Bruh, you know how much
$80
you know what you could put.
I mean, why not?
back
That
into
Beyonce-
so much of this shit.
You right.
You
But
could be
that,
designing your own stuff.
Ooh, talk to him.
Getting fabrics. You know what I'm saying? You over
Talking
here
to
buying,
vendors.
You over here buying other people's shit. Make your own shit.
Buy your shit. Buy your own shit.
Flex on Beyonce's.
Build your shit.
Dirty ass coat.
Ivy Park.
that shirt that I wore for my birthday
Vontrell Green.
with her face all over it.
Yeah, they told me it was like $80.
It was a $95 shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't talk too much because, as we know on this podcast and the radio, I've definitely dropped some money overall on some clothes.
I feel like everyone. I'm not shitting on you for
Your
spending. I
closet's really
spent
nice. I like
money.
your closet.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone spends. I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at clothes. 'Cause some people don't. give a
Right.
fuck,
So
but
if Kid Cudi released a line with Nike,
listen, Kid Cudi.
Did you hear that?
Listen. All right, for a couple
Boys
years
got
ago,
deep as fuck.
listen, Cudi dropped. He had like a collab with some jeans, and it was
Ah,
like
yeah, you
jeans
told
and a
me
shirt, and I was ready to buy that shit. Right? I didn't even know how much it cost. I was like, oh, bet.
Same
Shit was way. I was like, I saw it and I wanted it, but I was like, and I could have had it. I was like,
How much
I
was
couldn't. It was a couple $100.
For a pair of pants?
what was they, some rocks or something?
No, but it was like raw denim and shit like that. So that cost more money. But I didn't buy them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was like, fuck, like I want it, but like
That's a stupid amount of money, bro.
That's a lot of fucking money,
But I
yo.
do want something from the collection.
I feel you. Yeah. I mean, I'm not blaming you for that because they got some nice shit in
Yeah.
there. But like $300 for a coat, I'm
That
straight.
shit's cooked.
I'm straight.
And I'm like, why is it $300? Because it's asymmetrical.
Bro, do you
I was
just
trying to figure it
do you
out.
just want my coat?
No.
Yeah.
I offered that because I'm like, bro, do you just...
I'll
need
give
a
it to
zipper?
you, bro. I'll give it to you.
I'll get a shit to you for
Bro, you
I
can fix the zipper, bro. Just fix it.
Yeah,
I
actually,
did. It fell off, so I lost it.
actually, bro,
Just get it in a zipper.
No, real talk. My mom knows this little shop on Grand Avenue who fixes like little nicks and crafts and stuff like that.
You probably go to cleaners and they get that shit fixed.
Yeah,
Probably.
Easy.
that's way easier.
Instead of drop 10 instead of 300. Shit.
10 in like 3 business days versus $300 in like 8 business days. I know you're not trying to hear this at all.
I know, because you probably gonna buy that shit anyway. But I mean,
The coat? No, I'm not actually going to buy it.
what are you gonna get then? What do you think?
I'm
You gonna get that jumpsuit?
I'm-
$200?
I mean, it was like... A beanie was $25. I'm like,
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Beyonce, she
Damn,
out here.
Yeah.
Hanging her fans, hanging them out to dry and shit.
It sold out though.
Prove your
within days. Her the whole color. Not even
course,
within
it sold
days.
out.
Because
It
it's
sold
her.
out the
She's
same
taking
day.
advantage of the fact that it's her.
Like it
But-
sold out the
Yeah,
same day. And the
bro.
only reason why I was able to like see the coat that I wanted was because ASOS went live with it this morning at 9:00. But ASOS still wanted the same amount. I was like,
Yo, man, I just couldn't see myself.
ASOS is a reseller, right?
what? I mean, people could sell their shit through ASOS, but ASOS is already selling Adidas stuff. So
So they just had it.
yeah.
I couldn't see myself like if I was a person of influence to that
Charging people that money?
degree, or even a lesser degree, but just enough to where people would want to buy my shit. I could just not see myself as making them buy like that expensive for people. You feel me? Because I would just think back to when like me now. I'm like, damn, like I really like to get that, but that's $300. Like I could do that, but then I'd be hurting for a little bit afterwards. I'm not gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So how am I gonna do that to people, to my fans that might be in the same situation, or even worse, but they want to support in some way? You feel me? I just couldn't see myself. Maybe my mentality would change if I ever get to that point, or when I do get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You know, and I'm just trying to get money,
Because
but
it's all based off of your worth at the end of the day.
that's real. That's real. I don't know, man. But I mean, I know my worth. She knows her worth. It's
She
fucking
do.
Beyonce. It's Beyonce.
She do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta.
And that was my point. Like, you could eat some profit loss. I'm making some really quality material.
And it's probably
Some
not
of that
even
shit for
profit
half
loss,
the price.
bro. It's probably not even profit loss. There's no way them jackets are costing $150 to make, and she needs to charge $300 just so she can make a profit. Like, come on. Plus, what is she? Is she making money? She don't need the money. Her and Jay-Z, what billionaires?
They are.
Yeah, like
Yeah, they're married. So
$1
he's a
billion.
billionaire. She's a billionaire.
$1 billion, a billionaire.
It's 100. That's 999 millions.
Cut it out.
That is.
Isn't it a million millions?
Oh shit. No, 999 millions. No, you're right.
It's
A million millions.
I'm gonna look this up. All right. I'm not.
900.
Clearly, I did not do good math.
I know. So, but I would definitely, if I'm a retailer or something, I would definitely do my best to make money. Now, if the only thing that you do is make clothes, that is your sole purpose. That is your
That's
career
something
path.
different.
That's something different when you make your prices a little steeper, because that's your only thing. If you any of these artists that we've covered or we talked about here, that's not your only source of income.
No.
Especially if you're touring and you're a successful artist, like you got bread on bread on bread. There's no need. There's no reason for you to charge that stupid amount of money for that merchandise.
No, but everybody did it though, because it's all on my timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know I followed so many people who were Beyonce fans. So everybody opening up their packages and putting their shit on and whatever. I'm over
You feel like
it.
you're missing out?
I'm not missing out on anything, because I know I'm gonna get it. So
Did you look it up?
I didn't really find an answer. It was gonna be a bunch of numbers.
Fuck
I was
that,
having a
yeah.
hard time reading it.
I graduated high school a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Fuck that. But I don't know, man. Like the networking event overall was really cool. I got to put on some of my friends. I'm sure you guys saw the photos I put in the chat.
Peeps,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
So,
it. Appreciate
of
it.
course, you always gotta put your people on.
Yeah.
Always.
Just next time, let me do it myself. Just make sure. let me know before you go.
Real shit. But another thing I learned though, this guy, man, he taught me about flexibility. So the guy was DJing for the event, but in reality, he's not even a DJ. He was doing a great job. He's not a DJ. He's a photographer who was on tour with, I don't want to misquote the artist, but I believe it may have been Saba or somebody else. And the tour DJ had an emergency, had to go home. So even though he was a photographer on the tour, he picked up DJing quick, just learned it, and then started DJing. And then from there, he became a DJ. Like, I love stories like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where it's just like you're just in the moment, you're learning, you're loving real quick, and then bow,
Yeah.
shit just happens. I love shit like that, man.
Yeah, man. That's just what happens when you're just open. You know,
Mhm.
it's you say yes instead of just no, or you don't let like fear. Kind of not that he was scared, you know what I'm saying, but like
he threw caution to the wind.
Exactly, he was just like fuck it, like I guess so, you know, instead of being like no, I'm just a photographer, like I don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying, because then he wouldn't be doing that shit.
Right.
You feel me? So sometimes you just gotta just do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Which I'm trying to work on that shit this year more so just kind of just doing whatever, like instead of just like overthinking it and getting in my head, I'm just like I'm just gonna do it.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, if I want to do it, do it. You feel me?
Yep.
Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I came to that conclusion when I thought back on like after all the decisions I've made in my life, like the big decisions. I made them all on impulse.
Yeah.
But sometimes it didn't work, but sometimes majority of the times it worked out. So when I'm thinking on impulse, I just tell myself to do it and I do it and it's done.
Exactly.
So I'm like, clearly if I just get over myself and just do it, and things will be fine. So we're a work in progress.
Yeah, man. Because I always say, when's the last time you've done something for the first time and then regretted doing it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Never. I mean, if it is, it's like one time out of 10. But like, it's always usually whenever I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it, and then I had a great time, or I learned something new, or now I'm doing it more and more and more. Like I never am like, damn, I wish I never did that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Even if I did, at least I would have found out, so I know. You feel me? Because otherwise I'd just be like sitting back like, damn, like maybe I should have done that. You feel? So. I don't know, man. You just gotta do it, especially if you're just trying to follow your dreams. Like it's depending on what you're trying to do. But like I know with the shit what we're trying to do, sometimes you just gotta jump.
Yeah.
You don't know if that parachute's gonna open, but you hope it does.
Shit.
Type shit.
My bad.
No, you're good. So there's been this thing trending where females now are proposing to their boyfriends. So if a female proposed to y'all, would y'all accept it?
Honestly,
if I already plan on marrying this woman and she just haven't proposed to me first, cause I want to propose. When it's all said and done, I want to propose. Yeah, you feel me? So like, I feel like I'm not gonna say no. Like what, bitch? No, you know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm not gonna do that. Like no, I'm not gonna do that. But like, I don't know. I've seen some where like the girl proposes and like the guy proposes like later or some shit because he still want to propose. But yeah, I probably say yeah. I mean, if I truly do love this woman and I plan on marrying her, like it doesn't really matter. Like I can't. She's not gonna hold that over my head. Like I was the one that proposed, bum ass nigga. I proposed to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you wouldn't ready to
right. So I mean, maybe I'm sure some people do that, but I'd hope mine wouldn't. But yeah, I mean, if love's there, I'm gonna.
So
say
you
yeah.
prefer to be the one to propose? Because that was the question.
I would, because I want to propose. I wouldn't be mad if she did, but I want to propose. You know what I'm saying? But again, love is love. If I already plan on marrying this woman in my head, and then she just happens to pop the question first, I'm not gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? Just like if she was like, if she's not even a proposal, like we're just chilling, she's like, would you want to get married one day? And I'm like, yeah. Like I don't have to ask the question. You feel me? Like, but I'd like to ask the question, basically.
For me, I would like to propose to my significant other because that's what I want to do because I love that person.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've thought about it. I don't think I would care if she proposed to me or not because if I plan on marrying you, the odds are like you've had this discussion before about if you're gonna marry someone, you've already had discussion before.
Yeah,
you don't just
pop the question.
You don't just literally we've been together for 3.5 years. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah, sometimes it plays out that way.
Sometimes, but
then I feel like you have a you don't just, some people I'm sure have just asked and the other person's like, ugh. But like usually if you're not gonna discuss it beforehand, you probably have a good feeling that like she would say yes or he would say yes depending on who's proposing.
100%. So and then funny, I asked my dad about that this morning actually. It's afternoon because I slept all day, but what he was saying was
you asked him about the question I just asked you?
Yeah. And I said, how would you feel if my mom proposed to you? And he said, I really wouldn't care. The reason where it comes from is because back in the day, the dudes used to have to go talk to the parents first.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know anybody who still does that, but I'd imagine when I propose to my wife, wherever she at, that I'm going to ask her parents first and probably get their parents' blessing first. It's out of respect, depending on the relationship between her and her parents. But alright, that was a whole off topic.
Oh yeah, what if they don't? What if they're like no? What do you be like? Oh shit, alright.
Nah, I'll be married. I'm not gonna fuck.
Regardless, not like
for
fuck
me,
the parents, but like
somebody's son is gonna propose to me.
You're not marrying the parents. You know what I'm saying? You're marrying the
people
daughter.
People do always say that, like when you marry someone, you marry someone's family. I don't see that.
In a way, you kind of.
I mean, like
it just depends on how tied they are to their family.
True.
If they're extremely family oriented and they see their family every Sunday, they go to family functions and
you
vacation at the lake house together, then yes, you are marrying their family.
Mm-hmm. Not everyone's like that.
No.
But still, you two are getting bed together at the end of the night.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's who I eat dinner with. That's who I share my secrets with. That's who I'm most intimate with. Is her. That's my person. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that's where my dad came from. Now the way they worked out though is because my mom did bring up like they were dating for however long, and then my mom brought up it was just like eventually one day I do want to settle down and get married. And this is this. So at that point, the light bulb went off for this man. He was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess he's not gonna marry you then." And then
Yeah.
from that point, he's at the proposed to her. So,
Yeah.
me personally, bro, if like you said, if I love her and we've already had a discussion and we know we want to get married, take it to the next level, I wouldn't care if you proposed to me.
I wouldn't care if she proposed to me either.
Really?
Really?
Alright. Because if you think about it, I mean, a dude might propose to me, so.
So,
Man. So,
clarify. Hold on, clarify.
If I was into a woman and a woman proposed to me, I would.
Oh, I thought you meant currently.
I was like,
Currently.
Yeah, I mean, are you open to dating a girl?
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't feel it's a woman open enough to accept my past, if that makes sense.
I hear you.
I mean, I know it's people out there.
Oh, yeah,
It's definitely people
Or you
out
don't think
there,
you come
but-
across that person yet?
No.
Because some women, now all women, please, but
No.
some
There you
women,
go. There you go.
not me.
Right. Like that.
But some women, I've asked, would they ever? It's like how we as guys would we heterosexual men would date a girl who had a relationship with a girl's before.
Okay, that's not
It's a double
I
standard.
thought it's not. Oh, a huge double standard.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, yeah.
Girls won't date guys
Because as soon
The
as a
most
girl
of the
hear
time.
that you even
Most-
touched a guy in the wrong way, you gay as hell. Like,
Exactly.
That's it. So, and I don't want to put myself through that.
Yeah.
So
That's
I was
real.
like, if it happens, it happens. But if it don't, Todd is gonna propose to me.
You said
I don't
Todd?
know. It's somebody's son.
That's just your placement name?
Yeah, that's
You're right.
That's my
You're right. He is a
placement.
way white.
Why you say that?
Cause the name that popped up in your mind that you manifested is Todd.
It's always been Todd though.
Chester.
Todd just seems like Todd just seems like a good John Doe name. Like I don't know that nigga name. His name Todd.
Why not just John?
You're right. I don't fucking
That is
know.
John Doe.
I don't know, but it's been Todd since I've.
Hey, man.
Bro, you're the king of keeping shit simple. You know that?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything with you is A, B, C, D,
I try.
bitch. Cause you be getting mad as hell.
Oh my gosh! But no, I am not opposed to being with a woman. So
I think that there's definitely out there. If it is though, it's gonna be someone younger, not someone older. I feel like it's gonna be someone.
That would be okay with dating like do that.
Someone way more progressive.
I just feel like they'd probably have to, be like. I feel like
Well, they're bisexual.
It'd have to be someone that's bisexual, and not the bisexual where like they're bisexual, but they're not really bisexual. Like all the girls were in high school apparently.
Yeah,
you
fake
know what I'm saying?
bisexual.
finding
Like,
everybody cute.
yeah, but like legit bisexual, and they're perfectly fine with that.
You
You know what I'm
got
saying?
prosthetic dick before.
Yeah. Like so because like how are you gonna really judge at that point? You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
so I feel like that's
Yeah.
what.
And
That's
plus,
what
I can tell you that I was gay. Just don't ask questions about it. I feel like what'll be the needle in the coffin is what position were you? Like that's
Oh, you'd be like, why?
right,
Yeah.
right. Because if you tell them the wrong position, like I can't do that. So
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I guess
That's
it
fucked
just
up.
depends. It does. That sucks. I mean, that's
That's
just.
some more bullshit.
Man, I'd love to hear if, a couple of girls' perspectives on that, or women's, females' perspectives.
I feel like they're not gonna be the same because us finding that one girl who's okay with it is like finding a diamond in a rough. So
True. I've never. I mean,
You don't have that
you'll
issue,
obviously
yeah.
know better than I do. But yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense for sure. Makes a lot of sense.
It's okay. I couldn't see it happening anyway because if I get with a girl, we have kids, and we move into a house, I don't do yard work.
On the yard.
Yeah, he explained to me the other day he does not do any yard work.
I don't.
Because we were talking about going to place together. I think it's where it came up. He's like, I don't do yard work. And I'm just like,
You just refuse, or like
Even when my parents were trying to make me do it, I didn't do it.
why? You just.
What do you mean? That's hard labor. I'm not doing that.
I mean, you don't want your yard to look decent.
I can pay somebody for that.
That's
What-
money
what-
coming
what-
out your pocket, bro.
what-
That's the same shit with the Beyonce jackets. Make your own shit.
Cut it out.
so if you live by yourself,
If I live by myself, I'm going to be in a loft.
okay, let me.
All right, you're not gonna have no plants. You're not gonna have
That'll
nothing.
be
You
fake.
want.
You won't even water your fucking. You fucking.
Yeah.
Who waters a fake plant?
Nobody.
But why not get a real plant and water it?
Provide some oxygen in your house.
Nurture it, grow it.
Have some light.
Do you know the
man.
feeling of accomplishment you're gonna feel like when it's like, but I took this from the ground up and raised it.
Raised it.
I bought it from Target. It was on sale.
You ain't shit. Some lazy ass shit.
It's really not.
That is.
Nah,
And you
keeping
gonna be
up with
straight. You only got to do yard work until your son or daughter gets
No,
to 10, and
this is
then
how
they
I
go,
feel
yeah,
about
yeah,
it. Because I didn't do yard work, I wouldn't make my kids do yard work. I'd be very hypocritical if I was to do that.
I'm making my kids do yard work. I
I
don't care.
had to do that shit.
I had to. Yeah, I had to do that
I did. It was a fight in my house all the time.
Food
when it
chain,
came to it.
nigga.
You not finna go help your brother wreck them leaves? No, I'll take out the garbage. You not finna go shovel the snow?
That's physical labor.
No, I'll take out the garbage.
That's physical.
That's it.
Listen.
That's all you need to take out the garbage.
Did you take the garbage cans up?
Did I what?
Take the garbage cans up?
Yeah,
the
sometimes.
Cause that's physical labor, bro.
Sometimes. But it's done.
But raking leaves isn't even physical labor.
Bro.
You are outside for a long period of time.
Not if you do it fast.
Putting your
pop
wrist
some headphones
to fucking
in.
work. I don't give a fuck what y'all trying to say. I didn't.
So let me get this straight. Say you and your significant other, because you said the other week you don't feel like you're gonna get married. You are gonna get married and be happy, right? When y'all get a house together.
If we get a house.
So you don't even plan on getting a house. You're just gonna
You're
gonna avoid yard work as much as possible.
If it's just me and my husband and we have, our little dogs, I don't need a house.
That's real.
But if we, decide to like actually have a kid or two, maybe.
Strong ass maybe.
Cause I feel like we can manage in a really nice condo. Like,
You are, because houses are a big ass responsibility.
and it's not the fact that I wouldn't want the responsibility. I just feel like, if I'm not gonna do the yard work, I'm not gonna make my kids do the yard work. I'm pretty sure my husband wouldn't want to do the hard yard work either because he's gay. So
Just because he's gay doesn't mean that they don't want to do this.
but sometimes I feel like whoever you end up with is a reflection of you.
True.
So
yes.
if I ain't gonna want to do it, I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna want to do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess, bro. But like, so okay. This for the purposes of this conversation, you are in a house.
With the yard.
With the yard. Front and back.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, throw some side in that shit.
Yeah. Maybe a tree here.
Maybe a tree.
Some
And maybe
hedges.
even give me the shrubs, the rose
Oh,
bushes.
I'm going crazy.
All that.
Okay. Matter of fact, say you have my front lawn. You see my front backyard before. You got that. You got front yard, backyard. We ain't got no trees. We got a strip of land on the side of the garage, right? We got plants in the back gate, store shit, all that good shit, right? Say you want to pay somebody, but something happens. God forbid, something happens and you ain't got the bread right now to cover that. But your lawn looks like shit.
You're just gonna let that shit grow?
Grass ain't been cut in 3 weeks.
4 weeks.
It's 4 weeks, a month. 2 pay periods, right? Grass too tall for the lawnmower.
Can't even walk through it.
Can't even walk through that shit. Can't even get your mail.
Losing your dog and shit in that bitch.
Got random animals running through your lawn because it's so goddamn big they think they're in the forest.
Yeah, like Jumanji.
I mean, I have nieces and nephews.
So you gonna make them do it?
Because
What if they're not available?
They're probably going to be
What
doing yard work.
hold on. What if they're not available?
Somebody just gonna call them up like, yo, can you tell me?
Yeah.
What if you live a whole other state?
Yeah.
I probably won't.
Is you gonna live here your whole life?
No.
So you're not gonna call. If you live a whole other state, you don't have the bread for it, but you need lawn work.
I need yard work, and
Yes.
I have a whole family.
Yes, and you don't have the bread for it.
I mean, if push came to shove, my husband would do it.
What if your husband's not available? What if it's just you?
What is he with broken leg?
You see the shit I deal with all the time. You see the shit I deal with all the
Yeah,
time.
bro. He in bed sick.
He's gonna
Kids off
figure
to
it out.
school.
Why can't you figure it out?
Because the lawn isn't my part.
What's your part?
My part is everything else but that.
But the lawn.
Yeah.
You find a way out of everything.
I do.
That's crazy.
Come on,
You can make it a whole bonding experience with the family. Everyone can be out there doing
I don't
stuff.
even know how to work a lawnmower.
It's so fucking simple. You literally follow the lines.
No, because then you have to cut the grass in a certain way.
No, you
have to
don't.
follow
It's not that hard, bro.
No,
You go back and forth.
Yeah,
It's
man.
literally
You
not
can
that
literally
hard.
squiggle your way around as long as you get it
I'll
off.
say. It's not in my itinerary. I don't believe in it.
You don't
It's not
believe
for me.
It's not. We're trying to really save you some money.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even know why. Because it's probably just gonna be me and Diwali, and
And your husband.
Todd.
yeah.
Lawn work is not that bad. Plus, it builds character.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do want work,
I definitely do.
but you just told us at the beginning of this podcast you were lost. So.
What?
What?
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Yo.
You said it builds character.
Jesus Christ, it does. But damn, bro. You know, I'm just gonna put my journal away.
You're right.
You can have me this shit on my nose.
I did it.
Stress the fuck out of you.
Tell these niggas.
I did it.
Tell these niggas. You know
I
what?
did
Matter of
it.
fact, shut this part.
Nigga, you're fired.
You walking home.
You all walking home.
Oh my
God, hey, God, listeners of ISD, don't tell your friends how you really feel. Goddamn.
Bottle your emotions.
My God.
Real
damn.
talk though, like
I mean, no, it builds character. It builds toughness. And I'm being serious.
Yeah,
like,
man,
I feel
I
like anything you go through can build toughness.
You prick a thorn though, you're like,
toughness.
the next time you
Right.
get a prick a thorn, you're like, today.
but all jokes
Okay,
aside.
but we've all caught a splinter once or twice.
Yeah, and it built character.
Yeah, did that not make you a little bit tougher?
I've caught a splinter.
And it built and it built some character. Same thing with going out there.
Gave you some more HP.
Yep. Level up.
Right.
Yeah, you get your experience points
You
up.
got another bar.
Did you ever play Pokemon?
Yeah.
You play Pokemon, right?
No. I watched Pokemon.
God damn, my choice. None of this shit we trying to say, bro. It's like slamming the door. Oh shit, let me go slam the door. Bro, you gotta get your HP up. You gotta get your experience up. You gotta get them scars on you. Shoveling snow, hell yeah, shoveling snow. Like growing up around here, where it would snow 2-3 times a week, and you gotta shovel that shit 2-3 times. Especially with a mom like mine, bro. Go get it now. Go get it now. Go get it now. And the snowblower was ass.
Yeah, bruh.
You see my long ass driveway?
My dad refused. We had a snowblower. He would not let me use it.
That's fucking bullshit.
I'm like, yeah,
You
use
had the
snowblower.
hand shovel.
I had the hand shovel.
See.
My sister not helping. I'm just out
Of
there.
course not.
Shoveling my deck. I use a snowblower. No.
Why not?
I
So
don't
why
know.
the fuck didn't he go out and shovel then?
Cause he's the dad and I'm the son. I had to be out in that bitch shoveling that shit.
Old school
I didn't give a
ass.
fuck about
Yeah.
That's some fucking bullshit.
I was
ain't
so
gonna lie.
mad.
He built character. That's a character. I wouldn't do that to my son. No, I ain't gonna lie.
I was pissed.
If anything, I might go out there and shovel him for a little bit, maybe the first couple weeks. Once I feel like he gets of age enough, probably like right before puberty, and then after a while, I'm gonna leave him in spots to maybe do by himself, and then I'll give him the snowboard. But I do want him to shovel and feel
Like
it.
once you're in middle school, bro, you should be able to shovel that shit.
Now cutting grass, that's different because it depends on how tall you are and shit. I didn't cut grass till I was damn near in high school.
I was cutting grass when I was in middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't cut grass. I was
in there pushing. 90 degrees, 100 degrees sun,
in the beater.
neck red as
You didn't have that
well.
big of a lawn though.
I didn't, but that shit took a long time. I had trees
Nooks
to go
and
around.
crannies,
I had
yeah.
a fucking thing to go. Man, that
Hell
shit was
yeah.
trash.
Plus, like the one we used to have, I got lucky. My brother had to push one, and you know my garage. I don't know if you know, but I tell you my garage is actually built in, and it comes with the house.
Mm-hmm.
So where that darker pavement stops, all that was just lawn, and my brother had to push it, and then we had a slight hill on the garage, so he's literally pushing it. I got the one where he just grabbed the bottom rail and it does it for you.
Yo, I remember my dad, because you know I used to have, there's a fat ass field
I
right
miss your
next to my
house,
house. My dad would make, I don't even know why. He'd literally be like, yo, go pick up the trash in the field. I'm like,
Your ass is
what?
a slave.
I was out there just with the bag, just
That's fucked
mad.
up.
Yeah, I'm like,
My dad's
why?
trying to make me to go pick up dog shit in the backyard.
That's your house. That's different. That's your house.
Yeah,
That's
that's your dog.
It wasn't my dog.
Who, did you live there?
I didn't do it.
You're an ass,
Man.
I ain't gonna lie.
And by the way, I have mad respect for my parents because it sounded like I was just a disrespectful.
It definitely
No.
I was very obedient.
No.
Very
Do the
obedient.
dishes. That's.
I did dishes. I did the dishes. I just wasn't doing yard work. Like I didn't care. I would rather take the L than to go and do yard work.
That shit is crazy. Bro.
I didn't do any
Because it's
yard
not
work,
that
though.
bad, bro.
It really
It was
isn't,
it was
though.
that bad for me. So
And honestly,
Did you have like a fat ass yard or something?
no.
you didn't know.
I've
Did
been to
you?
your house or your parents' house.
That's a new house. They've had two other
I
houses.
will say
prior
that
to
driveway. That
house.
driveway is long as shit.
It don't matter. I wasn't doing nothing there either. So cut it out.
That shit lame, bro.
It's really
If
not.
I was your brother, bro, I'd damn near beat your ass.
No.
Hey, nigga, you not coming bitch.
No,
I'm out of this bitch.
they were paying.
5 hours shoveling
And
this
you
snow.
sit inside.
They were
My
paying.
fingers are numb.
Listen to Beyonce. And I'm out here fucking burning up.
Man,
I damn near would have beat your ass.
I would have came
trash
out
out.
fights. I don't
Fuck my
I don't give a fuck about the
No
trash.
motherfucking trash, bro.
Nah, they were paying my brother to do it, and they thought because they were paying
I
him.
ain't pay shit.
They thought because they were paying him.
Warm
that I
ass
was
house,
gonna be
washing
like,
dishes.
All right, let me do it.
I'm a South
You in a
Texas.
warm ass house washing dishes.
Bro, I'd be on the window just sitting there like,
Really?
let me in. Freezing.
Yeah,
Did you even make him hot chocolate?
I rolled him up one.
One
One
time.
One
Single.
time.
I mean, we had to wait until they went to sleep to go smoke anyway. So
I would just roll my own shit. Obviously,
nah, his fingers were too cold.
Yeah, I did.
So you have not helped out once at all ever. Yeah, maybe moving with you is not a good idea. Even though it's gonna be an
Even
apartment.
though, right,
It's
it wouldn't
gonna be
be
an
an
apartment.
actual
See, that's
house.
why you
It
gotta-
wouldn't be a house.
So if we get an apartment together, what's the breakdown?
What do you mean? What's the
So you
difference?
basically, you
For
do
one,
all
we would
work.
have to take turns cleaning the bathroom and need to be cleaned every
Okay,
week.
I'm down with that.
So
Every week? Okay,
yes.
how many people got coming to our house?
Yeah, nigga, a bathroom gets dirty.
Okay, fine.
Right, you're a
I
dude.
mean, how
dirty y'all getting? I mean,
Thank you, bro.
I've been okay, so every Saturday morning, my mom,
You see what's going on?
cause y'all are niggas. Every Saturday morning,
I'm still clean.
You're right. I don't just be sitting on the walls.
every Saturday morning, my mom would wake us up. We had to clean our rooms, the bathrooms, and go do the dishes.
I got chores to do this.
So-
That's why I come to the gym tonight, because I slept one day.
That's horrible.
But continue.
But yeah, so every Saturday morning, if I'm off, I be up cleaning. Like, and then
It's muscle memory for you now.
yes, it's muscle memory. So every Saturday, that bathroom would have to be clean. It's
So
like
every Saturday the bathroom is yours.
mandatory. No, we'd have to take turns.
But I didn't grow up with your mom.
It'd still be every other week though.
So every 2 weeks.
The bathroom's yours.
No.
Yeah, that's what you
If
said.
I clean it 1 week, you would have to clean it the next week.
While I was because that's what your mom said. I mean, let me stop capping because my mom made me clean the house every week too.
Honestly though, if you go to somebody's house and the two areas, the kitchen and the bathroom, if they're nasty, are you gonna want to stay there?
No.
Okay then.
But how do I know it's gonna be? If only me and you live in there, how's it gonna be nasty?
I feel like he's assuming you're gross.
That's what the fuck I'm thinking. You think I'm a dirty
You
nigga?
should take this as disrespect.
I am. Matter of fact,
actually.
nigga, fuck you.
I don't
We
think-
not living together.
I don't think you're a dirty nigga, but I've seen your room.
I'm junky. But junky and dirty is two different things.
Nigga, your room look moist.
That's his room.
Like, your room look moist, your car be smelling off sometimes. Like,
What's your car smell like?
I don't
dirt.
know. How does my car smell like dirt? I'm not a
Look.
How? Only thing that's in there, we go out to my car. Only thing that's in there is Aldi bags, my tripods, which are actually in here right now. I keep a garbage
Somebody
bag.
else told him this though, so.
That your car smell like dirt?
She was high.
No, she was serious
high.
though. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
She was high.
When you're
that's,
high,
that's when the truth comes out. You sit there like, damn, this nigga car smell.
your senses are heightened when you're high.
Why do you got Aldi bags in your car?
Because he uses garbage bags in his car.
But Aldi's, my mom sends me to Aldi's.
I know, yeah, but like, you just keeping them in there?
Yeah, just in case, like, well, they're reusable ones. So, like, if my mom sends me to Aldi's, I'm like, all right, what do I keep in my car?
Alright,
So
well, that
that's
makes
fine.
sense. I thought you just had a bunch of plastic bags everywhere.
No. Now, the plastic bags I do have, those are in a spot. They'll have their designated areas. They're not all over the car.
For what though?
Garbage.
Garbage?
Yeah.
So like put them on like the...
Yeah, I put it right on the gear shift.
I'll be doing that. I do that sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? So I put all my garbage. Now, is all garbage all over my car? No, it's not.
I mean, but if you miss that and there's crumbs everywhere, after a while.
First of all, but how often do I miss?
I don't know. I'm not in your car every day.
I don't miss. Because it's right there.
Okay. Either way,
Car's
you got a
fine.
moist ass room, a moist ass car.
How's my room moist?
It just look moist. You know, like.
What was wet about my room?
I don't want to get into this. It wasn't an inviting room.
Nothing to say.
It wasn't an inviting room. Like, if I was a female and I came in your room, them sheets look cold and wet. For one. They did!
Wet.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? How is he supposed to
I don't
make
know, like his
not
bed-
cold and
He
wet?
could've made his bed.
My bed's not made. I never make my bed.
I don't make my bed either,
I
bro.
don't make
Like,
that shit. First, who am I making it for? It's gonna look the same when I get in it.
Thank you.
That's the fucking point.
But it is so
parents make the bed.
refreshing
My
to
parents-
get into a maid.
I'm
bed.
sure it
Like,
is.
It's frustrating because you gotta. It's
Oh,
tight.
man.
Everything's tight. You gotta pull everything out and everything. I gotta.
Plus on
I just
top-
want to be able to get in there.
Plus on top of that, if I'm sitting there
I
making it
like
before I leave my house for the day, and I'm sitting there like I'm just gonna do this shit later.
Because who wants to
What's
come
the
home
fucking
to a
point?
messy house?
the
Nigga,
house, the
it's
bed, and
a
the house are the
bed.
same thing.
It's
My
a
room is
fucking-
my sanctuary.
Yes.
I should have it however.
Thank you. I can't wait till I get a man cave.
Okay.
Nobody come down.
I guess it's different with me because
Except for my
I
kids.
pace a lot. So I'd be walking all over the house.
So all you see.
So-
Plus, on top of that, all you probably see is all the flaws in it. If you
All the
really
flaws
think
in
about
what?
it, I like in whatever you may see, like, oh my god, I see a little speck of dirt here. Oh my god, it's dirty.
Probably walking around with a white glove and just
The fuck is this? Like,
Yelling at yourself.
But you know what I'm saying, like,
I mean, I clean my bathroom every week.
and that's another thing.
How dirty is your bathroom?
It's not that it be dirty.
It's just you up here, right?
Like,
That-
it's a little, when you say clean, you like, take the garbage out.
Yeah, I take the garbage out. I clean
Mhm.
my sink. I clean my tub. I wipe my mirror down. I clean. I Swiffer my floor. Like all of that.
But it's just you living there. Granted,
yeah, you're right. It is just me
I
living.
don't know how dirty you are, man.
I'm not.
I told him to get
because you doesn't it make it seem like he's filthy.
You sound
but
like you
you're
be
not
rolling.
filthy.
Sound like you be
I know
rolling
I'm
in the
not.
mud
Now you
every
do have
day.
yes. What?
It sounds like you be rolling in the mud every day. Scrub that shit down.
I can't. I cannot.
So it's primarily up here because there's
Because it's just been programmed in me not to live in filth.
right. So
So-
because it's you up here, you can clean the bathroom every week.
I'm not cleaning the bathroom. For one, I have a bathroom phobia. So the bathroom has I'm not budging on that. That bathroom has to be cleaned every week.
Right.
All right, so you straight, bro. You don't even have to.
As I'm saying, you the best at it because you know what's gonna happen.
You
know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do it and be like, you didn't do it this way.
Yeah.
You know what, my nigga? Get out of here. You can do it.
Yeah.
Because if I have to.
But if you're already
that has happened before.
If you're already programmed up here to do it the way you want to do it,
it's not
no matter the way I do it, which is gonna be good, you're gonna do it his own way anyway, right?
No, because I can show you how to clean the bathroom.
You ever just been sniffing and all of a sudden a booger pops out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Just
You feel
great
it?
as fuck.
I'm about to go blow my shit.
Yeah, you know it hurts sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah. All right. Continue.
I don't even know what I was saying.
What I was saying was, what's the point of me even trying to clean?
I can show you how to clean the bathroom. That's what I was saying.
My nigga, I know how to clean the bathroom.
Do you?
Yeah. The fuck? Don't do that. Fuck out of here.
It was a question.
Yeah. I'm grown. What? Yeah, I know how to clean a bathroom.
I mean,
but what?
I'm just agreeing with you.
It sounds like you got something else you want to say.
I mean, you're getting really offended. So
I'm getting annoyed because you're gonna clean the bathroom.
I'm not cleaning the bathroom every week. I will clean it every other week.
This is exactly what's
And the
gonna
weeks that I don't clean it, you need to clean it.
This is exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna clean it, and they're gonna be like, I don't like. You're gonna go behind me doing it anyway. Yeah, the fuck you are.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because if I see that you cleaned it correctly, why would I go over it?
Because you're already up here with your bathroom phobia. That's what's gonna happen. I may misstep one step or miss one part. You're gonna be
let me ask you this: do you wipe behind the toilet when you're cleaning?
Yes, on the floor.
I'm saying yes. That's what I was talking about. Okay.
Yes.
Do you get in that little crack and crevices of the toilet?
Of the bolts, where the bolt and the floor meets toilet. Yes, I clean all that.
Okay.
But I still feel you're gonna be like, oh, this wasn't done the way I like it.
No.
You went clockwise to the counterclockwise when you wipe the mirror.
Okay, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's just I prefer the bathroom to always be clean. That's all.
So you can do it.
No, I'm only gonna do it every other week.
So what else in the house are you not budging on? No, I can tell you right now. For me, I'm not very good at loading a dishwasher.
Me neither. But then again, I don't eat nor cook, so.
You don't cook.
No.
Oh, that's a problem.
Why? You're a grown man. You would be making your own food.
I cook, but I don't want to cook all the time. So if I live with someone, they need to.
But I mean, I took it for the most part. You would be eating your own meals.
I would be eating my own meals, but if we live together, I'm not gonna sit there and be eating while you're not eating.
How would you know if I didn't eat?
I would ask you.
And I'd tell you I ate.
Plus, if we sit in the house all day,
how do you know I've been in the house all day?
If we sit in the house all day.
How do you know I sat there all day?
Because I was in the house with you.
But if you were asleep and I left and I came back.
Okay. Let's say hypothetically we both got up at 8 a.m. and we sat in the house all day because we had shit to do in the house all day. And I sit there in your face, I look at you like, yo, did you eat today? I'm going to know if you ate or not.
I ate. I ordered out when you were asleep.
So at 6 o'clock in the morning, we were both asleep because I literally just said, I did not just say we both got up at 8 a.m. I just said that. You literally talking to someone who likes to argue and debate. I don't know why you're trying to.
And you're talking to someone who doesn't. So
what are y'all even arguing about?
So we're talking about because we talked about how
You're talking about
he asked me
kitchen
now. No, but those are the two areas that primarily need to be cleaned all the time.
So you can clean the kitchen too.
Well, I feel like you're gonna use the kitchen more than me.
You don't cook.
You don't eat?
I don't cook.
You don't cook?
That's an issue. I know, right? That's what I said.
How you not cook?
You grown as fuck, bro.
What do you be eating?
I mean, I eat,
cereal?
but I just don't cook. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So are you gonna clean all the time and every time I cook? That's your we can't live.
First of all, if
I'm doing all the cooking and all the cleaning, you ain't cooking or cleaning shit.
Nigga, we're not married. We're just
I don't
fucking
give a fuck, buddy,
roommates.
but my nigga, we share the same space.
Oh my gosh.
If I'm sitting there cooking all these motherfucking meals, I'm
9 times out of 10, you're most likely gonna be cooking for yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be cooking for the both of us because we both live there.
All right.
So if you not doing any type of cooking and I cook.
For one, if you're cooking, you should be able to clean as you go. Because if and when I do, because I can cook, I just don't have the time for it. It's too time consuming for me. So, but when I am cooking, I clean as I go.
Okay.
So, by the time I'm done cooking...
Well, say I don't.
You should.
But if I don't, you
need to
clean the dishes.
Not if I didn't eat.
That's some bitch ass shit.
That's not no bitch ass shit. Because if I didn't eat, why would I have to clean up your mess?
Because we share the space together as a team.
Bro, simple. Boom. Whoever cooks, the other person cleans. Whoever cleans.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's
why you sitting there arguing about it?
I wasn't arguing about it.
That's all right.
You definitely were.
I don't think y'all should be living together.
I don't think so either, bro.
High key.
That's a petty shit.
It's really not. If I'm not, what if you cook and I'm not there one day?
then obviously you can't clean if you're not there. I'm not gonna come sit all day, but if you're there, then why wouldn't you clean if I cook?
So how is it? What's any different if you made something and then I didn't touch anything that you made?
Because you still live there, and I cook this bowl of food. Whether you want to eat or not, it's the intent that is there that I made you some food so you could eat, which you're probably gonna end up eating. Because if we're living in Chicago, odds are it's gonna be kind of expensive. So we're gonna have to rely on these meals. We cannot eat out all the time.
All right.
We can't live there.
I just said all right.
Because you be on some bullshit.
I'm not on bullshit.
Anyway, so the other day we talked about Eminem's album, and he just said that I believe I was talking to you about the Eminem album. You just said you're genuinely just not interested in listening to him.
You're not an Eminem fan at all.
I've never been an Eminem fan. I like certain Eminem songs, but I've never actually been like a fan. So when the album came out, like, only reason why I would have listened to it is because I knew it was something we'd be talking about. So I listened to the Mac album though. That was pretty good.
Okay.
That shit was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
I actually liked a few songs. If I like more than 3 songs off a project, it's a decent project.
Yeah, the Mac one was. It was sad listening to it though.
It was, but he still has some feel good.
It wasn't like a sad album, but just
it
knowing
was-
that like he's gone,
yeah.
I was just like, man, like.
Yeah, because when it first came out, I didn't listen to it right away. I listened to it before. I was listening to it before I came outside, and it literally finished right when he told me he was downstairs. So I was like, all right, cool. But it was a good album.
Yeah, I liked it.
Production wise, I liked it. Just him talking, and it's really weird. I'm not gonna say he predicted his death, but
It sounded like it though.
it does. Like some of his lyrics, like "When I'm Gone," or just some stuff like that. In the end, or some shit. It has the effects of referring to if he was to pass away at the time he was making this music. You know, that shit is really crazy. What'd you think of the Mac album?
I mean, I think it was solid. I mean, I've like pretty much all the Mac albums. You know what I'm saying? I've been a Mac fan for a minute now, so it was just more of what I expected. You feel me? Like I said, it was just kind of bittersweet listening to it, just because it's like, I mean, I know he has a lot more like songs and stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily want something that's not finished. You feel me? And they're just putting it out there just to.
But this felt finished.
No, oh yeah. This. I'm pretty sure
Mixed, mastered, done,
Yeah. I'm saying like just for future stuff, but like I mean, it was a great album.
Yeah,
great
it was
album.
a good follow up to the previous album.
Yeah, I heard somewhere, I could be completely wrong, but like this album and the other one were supposed to like to be together in a sense, like they were supposed to like
Swimming in
that
circles.
was the point. Yeah, pretty much swimming in circles. So
Yep.
it makes sense why they're like similar.
Definitely. So rest in peace, Mac, man.
Yeah,
it's
rest
great.
in
His
peace.
birthday was the other
Today
day.
it was
yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. Fuck. But now back to Eminem because that's in the term. You said that you're just genuinely not interested. What about an artist would make you guys not interested in hearing
At
them?
all.
Yeah. Like if you look at them, you're just like I just don't care to hear you. Like what is your guys' thought process when you feel uninterested?
Well, usually I've listened to the artist before. I'm not just gonna not listen to somebody, you know. But if I've listened to them and the times I had, and again, like I'll probably listen to them a couple times just to see, because I don't like one song doesn't mean I don't like their other music. So I'll maybe jump to like an earlier project, or you know, like see if they drop some new shit, whatever the case is. And if I just don't like anything I'm hearing, I'll probably just be like, I'm not really looking for that. You know, I may listen to it just in case, just kind of be up on like what's going on, but like I'm not gonna. That's not what I'm gonna jump to when I see it's released. You feel me? So yeah, if I'm just generally just haven't really been impressed most of the time, I'm like, all right.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm hot and cold with Eminem because I listened to the whole Kamikaze project and I like the few songs off of there. But I feel like it's only so much I can take sometimes with Eminem, because sometimes he can be really angry and sometimes he can be really happy. So,
Living through his music.
yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes for me to I'm sorry, were you done? I didn't mean to cut you off. Sometimes for me, something that really turned me off to an artist, it could be shit that goes on outside of the music that I really and I should stop that, because that's just life in general.
And sometimes that shit that's going outside of their music is to promote their music.
Correct. So, and I just to get out of my feelings.
So what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like
for example,
like the antics that they're
yes, antics. So like Nicki on Queen Radio, or always being upset or arguing about some shit. The whole shit with like Joe Budden or whatever the drama is. It's just like, what the fuck? That's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And then when the album comes around, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I won't listen to this because you went through all that dumb shit. Now, granted, I don't think that is a good mark, especially as someone who is in this industry, not in the music industry, but as someone who talks about it and has an opinion on things. I have to stop doing that and open myself up more to listen to these things. But that is definitely one of the reasons why. Just knowing myself as to why I'd be like, fuck you, I don't want to listen to this shit anymore. Because you just irritate the shit out of me.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, I'm sure I'll go and listen to it over time, but it's nothing that I'm rushing to. So
I don't know. I liked it, man.
I downloaded it.
a lot of people had good reviews to say about it. A lot of people felt that Slim Shady was back. A lot of people was actually really feeling it. It got a lot of positive reviews.
Yeah, surprise drop too. If I'm an artist, bro.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at
Me
all.
either. If I'm an artist, bro, I'm dropping my shit on like a Tuesday. I want to drop my shit on a day. Granted, it's a competition thing. It all depends. Like with Cole and Born Sinner and Yeezus, you guys know that story, right?
They dropped on the same day, right?
Yes. And Magna Carta Holy Grail. They all dropped the same week. Like, because, and Cole originally thought about pushing his back to a different day to release Born Sinner, so have its own day, but he thought, you know, I'm just as good as these other guys. Why the fuck not? And of course, it outsold Yeezus. It did great.
Both of them things also Yeezus.
Magna Carta Holy Grail.
I feel like Yeezus wasn't met with a lot
Yeezus
of
was way ahead of his
positivity.
time. If Yeezus would have come out now,
It wasn't that
I
it
fuck with
was.
Yeezus, man.
I fucked with Yeezus too. It wasn't that it was ahead of his time. It's just it was Kanye being cocky at a huge level that nobody could take.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
Like,
people kind of
Kanye Unleashed.
Yes, yes, because there was a lot of screaming.
And plus, like,
he's
it wasn't.
"Ah."
I'm over here. I'm in your space. My bad. But like, yeah. And plus, it wasn't what he was dropping before. So
No.
you know, they're expecting Kanye, and then it comes out with Yeezus, and it's like, what is this? You
But
know?
Magna Carta was a really good album. You didn't. I'm assuming you didn't listen to the project fully.
It was alright. It was alright. There's a
I
couple.
like the
There's some
album.
songs. There's some songs in there I do fuck with.
Yeah.
that's back when I didn't really listen to shit. I barely listened to Born Sinner at the time. I didn't really listen to
She
shit.
ain't listening to nothing. You know what I really, you know what I like about Yeezus? I liked it. I don't know if you guys like the whole rollout when he had like he was
The projections?
I thought that shit was,
That shit was raw. Yeah, that shit was cold.
Didn't
that
he project the new Slave video or whatever?
I think
It
so.
wasn't a music. Yeah, it wasn't a music
Yeah,
video. It was like a head, wasn't
it?
it?
Was, it was like a bunch
And
of
it was
different monuments
like
and
this
shit.
weird
I was like,
body
oh, that's
thing moving.
fucking.
A little bit.
I know you.
A little bit.
I thought that shit was cold
It
though.
was cool as fuck, man. That's one thing about Kanye, bro. Like he's always just trying new shit. Like
Very
he doesn't give a
innovative.
fuck. That's one thing where I feel like no matter what you say about Kanye, you could definitely, especially nowadays, you could say what you want. But I feel like when it comes to just like doing what you feel is dope and not really
Giving a fuck.
caring about what people have to say, and taking other people's opinions as to why you should or should not be doing something. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, because most of the time you're probably gonna fuck with it. Because a lot of people fuck with what Kanye's doing, even though there's a lot of backlash with how he's going about doing it, or the direction he's taking with his albums. Like, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
You just gotta trust your dopeness at the end of the day.
Hell yeah. You got to.
And he does that, even if it's fake, even if you're terrified. You know what I'm saying? Actually, this has nothing to do with music because it's about basketball now. I guess he did drop an album. But Shaq recently was on NBA TV and all that shit. And he was talking about how he was saying he was terrified of playing against Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, and like even though you would never see that on the court, you just like you seen Shaq. He's 7'2", he's huge. Like how can he be scared of anybody? But like deep down, like he's like fuck, like I'm scared right now, But you would never know. You know what I'm saying? That sometimes you just gotta, even if you could be shaking in your boots, you know what I'm saying, but lock your knees up or something, because you gotta
have a good poker face.
Exactly. And that's one thing with Kanye, bro. He's just even if it's not a hit, it could be a miss, but he still did it. You know what I'm saying? Like not everything's gonna be amazing. You feel me? But if you try, if you don't try, you never know.
Right.
You never know.
Like that, what's the song called? Pick Yourself Up. Pick yourself up on the beat. What's that song
Yeah.
called? Poopity Scoop. Scoop.
Yo, that was kind of cool, bro. Like that was
The beat was hard.
Like I got it. I was nodding my head to it. I was like,
But what he was saying, he just did it just to do that.
Yeah, just troll type shit. But speaking of Kanye music, did you guys listen to that Sunday Service album?
No.
I listened to
it.
I listened to it once, and I'm pretty sure I have it on my phone. I haven't not listened to it since.
My favorite remix though is that song "Anxious One" that they did at that church.
Oh yeah.
That shit was fire. Like the music itself from the Sunday Service choir sounds good.
Yeah.
It's everything else behind it with him.
Exactly.
But it really shows the fact that he's just really like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me.
That's real. I mean, I feel like a lot of people just kind of feel like it's a super ungenuine place.
Yeah.
It's coming from, because it was never that, and now it's all Jesus and the Lord, which is fine, bro. If that's the route you're taking, that's cool. But it's just kind of like.
It's just for me, I can't, I'm all for him going through his spiritual journey and shit, but literally right before the Jesus is King album, maybe when he was doing those albums back to back to back, he had hosted the Porn Awards, he did a song for the Porn Awards, he
married Kim Kardashian.
Come on now, so, and now you just...
If I fuck this mama,
Yeah.
Bleached her asshole.
What?
I just feel like he's a walking contradiction, and
Yeah.
then he's profiting off the Lord too. So
Everybody probably.
You wouldn't be the first person to do it.
You wouldn't be. Not saying it's good.
no,
Not.
I feel like a lot of people do that. I mean, even people on Twitter, man, retweet if you believe in God. It's like,
I hate that shit.
It used to get me too. I used to be so paranoid.
Me too. When I was younger, I'd be paranoid, but then when I got older, I'm like,
I don't be retweeting nothing, bro. I'm
Me
like,
neither.
Mom, is your back okay?
is your back? Like that shit is like lame. You know what I'm saying?
it
Like,
is. Y'all just doing this so y'all can get a
literally just
retweet or
retweets.
like.
What? Alright, so I don't get a lot of. I don't even be on Twitter like that. I don't be posting at least. So like, is there like if you get a lot of retweets, does it like boost some shit up? Like,
When I was getting a lot of retweets when I was posting on Twitter more for us, like it. I mean, I got the opinions you ever mixed because that's whatever. But like for me, you have to get to a certain amount of retweets, and it gives you option of you to tweet. Like
Yeah, now it does.
when my biggest thing my biggest tweet has nothing to do with the show. This is kind of fucked up. I shared my vinyl collection, and bro, like that was the closest thing to viral I got. I got like 700 likes, a couple hundred retweets, and that's the time where I really was looking for that exposure, primarily for the show. So I'm sitting there like, fuck yeah, like this is going great, yada yada yada. But there was nothing really like hanging on or really that just made me feel so great and so amazing. And I mean, it was great to see people fuck with it. My phone's going off for like a week straight. It's great to see people fuck with it. I love that. But how great is it now that what the fuck does it do for me now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people just really want those retweets and probably just get satisfaction off of knowing that people are, but like it's different if like your vinyl collection, like you put some time into getting those vinyls, spent money on that shit, or if you know it's whether it's an art piece you made or music you made, whatever the case is, and you get hella retweets. That's one thing because it's like, all right, bet people are fucking with it. But when it's retweet if you believe in Jesus or if Jesus has never failed you, this and that, it's like, yo, like.
It seems
that's fucking lame.
Yeah, it's you're preying on you're preying on young people and you're.
That's like when they were
me
selling tickets to heaven. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, it's like.
Ooh.
The ones that piss me off the most is like this post. This guy had cancer. And shit. I'm like, what the?
Why
fuck?
are you using this person?
Well, right.
Who probably
Like,
dead, but like why? Because I
You
mean,
probably don't even have
and
cancer.
I know that's dark as fuck, but who would do that to somebody living?
Thank you.
True.
That's why I said that person's probably dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like the ones I hate the most, like, hey, I just got pulled over by a cop, retweet or this shit gonna happen to you. Like I thought that shit was dying and going away for a while. That shit bad.
It never left.
I thought that
It
shit
never
went
left.
away.
It never fucking left.
But like for me, interaction, social media, it all depends on what I put out.
Oh, yeah.
Because and the reason why I'm in radio podcasting again is just the fact to communicate and to share and just to share thoughts and talk. That's the reason why I'm doing what I do. So when I put out meaningful content, like when I post this clip, when I put out this meaningful content, people like it and share it and give their opinions. That's what I get my high off of.
Yeah.
Talking to people, interacting with people. That's what I get my.
Well, that's
high off
different, you know, because
it's wholesome and it's organic and it's.
Yeah, you're not just using the Lord's name for some retweets.
For some fuckery. Yeah. No.
That's like recording yourself giving a homeless person $1.
I
Just
don't
to
like
post
that shit, bro.
which is lame as fuck.
I don't like that shit, and I get it. I think some bigger entities like they have their own charities, LLCs, and different like 501c3s and all the other good shit. So maybe because of that, they have to post it or they document it because for like legal reasons. Or sometimes they do the press release just because, and it's outside of their control.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, and you know, depending on who's doing it, like if you donate to charity or you know you help the less more misfortune. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
anyway, if you do that and then you post it one time just to kind of bring awareness to it, that's one thing. But if you do it one time and then you're like, hey, yo, record me giving this homeless man $1, giving him like the rest of my sandwich, you know, and then he posts it on Snapchat just so you can have people say how good you are. And it's like, yo, like that literally defeats the whole purpose. You're only doing that to get likes, retweets, you know, to come across a certain way. You're not doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's in a way that's still selfish. It's just as selfish as walking off with $1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just lame. Bro.
In terms of giving and helping others, y'all know me, man. If I got it and I know I don't do.
We know.
Yeah.
That's just me personally, man. I love sharing. I love giving back to the people. One thing I'm learning though is to not let people take advantage of you, and to just be mindful of your own safety.
Yeah.
The biggest thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is really fucked up. I have this vision in my head that I'm helping out some old lady one day, like carry something in my car or some shit.
She like shanks your throat.
Yeah, that's what she
or like,
Right. I need your fucking help.
or like some fucking like grandson comes out of nowhere, like shoots my ass or some shit.
Because why you
Random
touching
as
my
fuck.
granny? Like,
or like just like say she's walking through her car, 10 big ass bags of groceries. Miss, you need help? Yes, baby. Okay. I'm just lifting it in there and I'm talking and all of a sudden out of nowhere, bow, bow, I get shot like twice. I'm
By
just
her
like,
grandson.
by her grandson or some shit.
First
It was
of all,
a setup.
but
So
if she was
she's
with her
society-
grandson, a setup to just shoot you,
Right.
Like,
Anybody. So they trying to kill people, basically.
That's
They out here
that's
on some
all.
serious-
Wow.
Because I also just say if a granny is with her grandson,
The grandson go help.
and she not even carrying a bag, like.
Well, that's real. They can push that shit in the car.
But
She don't gotta be carrying.
well, if I saw her grandson, then I wouldn't have helped.
You're right.
But
Why would they not just rob you? Why would they just kill you?
they shot me, didn't rob me.
I guess.
I think they would have to rob you first and then shoot you.
Nah,
I mean-
I feel like they shoot me, go in my pockets, grab my wallet, and
Nah, because if it's a gun in your head, you're gonna give them what's in your pocket.
Yeah, they don't gotta kill you.
But you never know how people get down.
That's true, but that's just more time on the sentence.
Yeah.
Why not just if you get caught? All right, yeah, I robbed you, but you
then
murdered and you robbed.
Yeah, because then it'd be the attempted murder at that point.
It would be murder. It wouldn't be attempted. You'd be dead.
Oh yeah, if I was dead.
Unless you live.
Unless I
through that
live.
shit. 'Cause some people be living through that shit, like bullets to the head.
A guy in Zion.
King
got
Louis
shot.
got shot in the head and lived.
Yeah,
I think
but
it
Lil
raised-
Reese got
I think
shot in the
it
neck.
got- Yeah,
Lil Reese got his shit clapped, and he has a big, and that guy had a big ass gun.
yeah, bro. I don't know. Sometimes this. Crazy.
I'm just glad. I hope for safety and everybody. None of that is
Of
funny.
course,
I'm,
of course.
I'm so glad I'm not a part of that life
Yeah, man.
in any way, shape, or form, bro.
Just a weird suburban nigga.
That's literally what it. Y'all like that name, or do y'all not really?
You know, the girls saw my phone and it was like, y'all, why is Vontrell in a group chat called Weird Suburban Niggas? So my cousin went and named the group chat, our group chat, Weird Suburban Bitches.
Trend.
I was like, oh my god.
Trend. I mean, am I wrong?
I don't think I'm that weird, bro. But I guess so. Do you think I'm weird?
I know I'm weird.
I know I'm weird.
I don't think I might be weird. I don't know.
You a little weird.
I'm in the group chat, so I guess I am weird.
Yeah.
I mean, you like a low key weird though. Like you one of those. I gotta get to know you to find out you weird.
Probably.
You got some like I said, you're very straightforward ABC. You almost have the mind of an old man, but a young man at the same time.
Cause you can be so black and white sometimes, but I appreciate it though. 'Cause
I
when
do
he be
too.
going off the rails,
Yeah.
might be like, man, I gotta shit on him. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Every time
He don't
you
give
beat
a
me
fuck.
to it, he don't.
I'm a big
I'm
shitter,
shit. Let me just emphasize. I'm gonna just emphasize it. Cause
That's literally the technique. Y'all let's do X, Y, Z, ABC. Wait maybe 20 minutes. It's this is the thing with the group chat. It's either I get an immediate response or no response.
Bro, because
That's-
sometimes okay, I'm gonna be real with you, because like you be sometimes you put some shit in the group chat, and I'm like, do I really want to get into this right now? You know what I'm saying? Because if I respond, then it's a commitment to a conversation or argument or whatever
and
the
who
case
knows
is.
how long the conversation is
Exactly.
going to be.
'Cause
That makes it like talking to me is a sport.
It's not.
It's not. It's
We don't
not.
want you to
but,
feel like that,
Because
but-
sometimes I can't focus. Like I'll be at the gym and I'm like, all right, I could either answer this and then sit on this bench and just text the whole time, or I can just focus on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Because
So
sometimes when we get like, when I start to engage and I'm trying to say something, I don't be responding fast enough. I'll be like, okay, well, let me go back and delete that thing because he
Yeah.
just said that.
I'll be talking fast. I'll be like,
Man.
I'm checking my
There's no dot. You can't just wait. It's just
You can't.
Blah. And like I know the way I text. I was talking to this about someone last night. I could have one message and I'll send it 3 different messages.
You do that?
I definitely do that. I send like multiple different text messages and like one just to say one thing.
Oh, I just send one fast. Just
I need to start
Mass
saying
text.
paragraphs.
I
yeah.
send 5 paragraphs because I think the multiple text message thing is annoying.
It definitely is, but there's
As a matter
sometimes.
of fact, I take that back. My phone lives on silent, which it shouldn't. That's bad. But
Are you one of the people that's always on do not disturb? No.
It's not that my phone is just forever
I
on
hate that
silent.
shit.
My phone is not
I
on
hit
do
my
not
phone if it's
disturb.
on do not disturb. Like, how am I supposed to contact you?
It's not even how you're supposed to contact them. It's just when you're on do not disturb, none of the messages comes through until you lock the phone.
Yeah, I know.
So
No, I thought you literally have to go in the app.
I just swipe down my control panel and hit the little moon. That's do not disturb.
No, but he's saying like when like to get the messages that get sent to you, you have to open your
You
phone.
have to unlock
Like it's not your phone, it's not gonna be buzzing.
I thought so. Literally, right? You unlock it, and then once you unlock it, then you have to go in here. So once I lock it, then I get all the notifications. Oh, so they still see it. Okay, so it's definitely fucked in there. Because I thought you had to go and then actually open it up, and then once you open it up, then you see it.
One thing I realized.
That's fuckery.
I realized I can do this on my 7, but I never really got into it. So I like to preview messages because it won't tell you if I read it or not. So this
What?
Is
You know
yeah.
that? Yeah, Kendall taught me that.
Yo, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
I gotta get better at doing that.
Yeah.
Because if I leave it highlighted, then I won't.
That's crazy.
Because sometimes
Look, you just did
You
it.
can mark as red.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish we had the option to unmark.
I'm about to be just opening motherfuckers. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah. You ain't shit.
I wish we had the option to unmark it. That way I'd come back to it later.
What do you mean? Like.
So like say like I open yours, but you call me a fat bitch, and then I had it coming. But then I wish, like, you know, in your email you could like slide to the right and it'll give you the option like mark unread or some shit.
Yeah.
I wish I had that, and I didn't know I had the hide alerts function either.
Yeah.
That's super nice because I was in a situation sitting there, and then me and were having a conversation, but then another person was involved, and then that person texted the other person, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm about to get some messages right now. So I hid all alerts for that person because the person across from me saw I was getting messages. Sounds super fucking shady. I promise I'll explain when we get off air.
That does sound mad shady.
I will explain to y'all when we get off air. I promise. I can't say it on. But like literally, this person was texting, blowing my phone up, and I had on not hide alerts, it would just blow my phone up, and that person would be like, what the fuck? Yada yada. It made the situation way worse.
I mean, I will say when people piss me off, I go and hide their alerts.
That's understandable.
Huh?
That's understandable.
Yeah, it's been happening to you a few times.
Oh, I know. I'm sure it happened last night too.
No, it didn't. I just left you undelivered.
You know, I cut on my read receipts trying to get on his skin one time. Should try to leave him on red.
But I like that shit.
You like getting left on red?
Yeah, because I know you read that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, watch this shit.
Watch this shit.
nah, and just because he was trying to piss me off, I pissed him off. Yeah, read my shit. Go ahead. Read this message too.
And I was sitting there, I was
And
like,
he was like, fuck. Because once you open it, you're like, God damn it.
I know.
And I'm sitting there-
I'm like, you not making me mad. You making yourself mad.
and on top of that, I was trying to like understand, like, I wasn't even reading his messages really. I couldn't tell that he was actually like liking it. I thought I was pissing him off.
Nope.
So you over here like, yeah, man, he's probably mad as fuck.
Fuck this
Fuck.
nigga.
The whole time I'm in his messages talking shit.
And after a while, I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, this shit not working. I was mad as fuck. I don't know. It seems like iPhone is almost like a culture now.
iPhones are a gated community,
Cult.
and I view
Yeah.
I view anybody who got an iPhone. I'd be like, oh well, hey neighbor, because it's just I can
Hey,
track you down.
we get the same
Messages.
problems.
Like,
Yeah, bro. When I get a green message, I'm like,
this green bubble struggle.
yeah. I shouldn't even. Because some Androids are kind of cool, bro. I'm not even gonna
Some
lie, like,
are,
they're
but-
pretty nice, but like still, man. Like I like blue. Blue my favorite color, so I like seeing that shit.
I can.
Yeah. Androids are like. that's
Honestly,
it, right?
though,
That's it right there.
When you're dating someone, do you prefer them to have an iPhone?
FaceTime.
Yeah, oh yeah, because you can't FaceTime me. You can't FaceTime. Can
They gotta
Can
download
Androids FaceTime each other? Or like
on some third
is
party
there-
app.
That's so lame.
I know because they got everything else, but
Right,
Yeah.
like they might as well just put that on there. Maybe it's like copywritten or something.
Definitely.
maybe
You got-
you
you gotta
be
get
able to FaceTime on iPhones or even iPads and shit since the beginning.
Literally.
It's like you literally have to like download some weird third party. That's one thing with Android.
Like Tango.
I feel like I have
Oh,
mad
Eagle.
viruses. I feel like I have mad viruses just trying to like get like.
The apps.
Cause I had an Android before, way back in the day.
We
and
all started out with
Yeah,
Android.
bro, and I had to download
I had,
random ass apps for music and shit to get. And I'm like,
I had a HTC Hero,
Oh, I had an HTC before. It wasn't a Hero, but it was a HTC.
I had an HTC too.
and I had a
It was-
This is an Android, but an LG Neon. That was my very first phone.
I had an LG Rumor Touch.
LG was the shit. All of our generation lived from LG to HTC to Android, and now everyone has iPhones.
Is it HTC? I thought HTC was Android.
HTC is Android.
Oh,
Yeah.
my fault.
Anything that's not iPhone is an Android.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
It's just LG. It's just a brand name, really. You just because after my LG, I had a Samsung Epic, and then after that, I had a Motorola, And then after the Motorola, I had the HTC.
Motorola.
Yeah. Damn. I know, right?
How long ago was that?
Was it a Razor?
No, it was it looked,
Oh, you ain't had the cool Motorola. You had
it was just an Android, and it was a big boxy phone, you know.
That bitch was like that.
Yeah, really.
I would say that should be like stabbing your thighs, putting that shit in your pocket.
Mm-mm.
I feel like that shit would hurt.
It don't.
I need my smooth brown.
They don't.
He dug that shit in my eye.
You did kind of stab him just
I'm
there.
sorry.
Can you show the camera your weapon, please?
It's not a weapon. It's
Hey, if you ever
You could know somebody.
You literally could.
Pop!
Yeah.
I could.
You could literally fop somebody's shit.
I could. If it came back like a boomerang, I probably would.
Yo, have y'all ever successfully threw a boomerang and caught it?
No.
Me either, bro. I be.
That shit looks hard.
It's just his fault.
Is it a flick of the wrist? I've seen the videos though. That shit comes
Yeah,
back every fucking time.
I mean, I threw one fine, but catching it or watching it come back, no.
I feel like that's just dangerous because, like, if you don't catch that shit and it hits you in the head,
You're done.
It's coming.
Because boomerangs are heavy, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Boomerangs are heavy as motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were used as weapons before.
Oh, definitely. Remember that game Tide Attacks Tasmanian Tiger?
Yeah.
That game was fun as shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That shit. But there was another one, Tide 3. But anyway, what I was saying was, it's just crazy how cell phones were so important to us. Like the things that we value so much as kids. Now that we're older, we're kind of like whatever about. But if you guys,
everybody had fucking cell phones, and it used to irritate me being in middle school and being the only one who didn't have a fucking cell phone.
ooh, I was hurt.
Oh my god.
Especially I had me a little girlfriend at the time too. I was hurt.
Especially when motherfuckers is, did you hear about that, bitch? No, you gonna have to tell me. Like, no,
Talk to me. Speak
no.
to me, please.
I hated that shit. Like I didn't get my first cell phone until I was a freshman in high school, and it wasn't as soon as high school. It was on my 14th, 15th birthday.
Damn.
I got the cell phone.
Mine was in
So-
8th grade. I remember I only had 200 text messages a pay period.
Same, because
Or not a pay period, a cycle or whatever. So think like a month.
I had a rumor, and it was a net 10.
Oh yeah, you know what else?
I hated that shit.
My phone from 8 a.m. until like 3:30 would not work. I'd be in school.
Your parents had
your
that thing
parents
on
were
it?
on it,
My parents were on
bro.
that shit. Like I remember I was talking to this one girl and she's like, I texted you, check your phone. I'm in class. I can't right
Cause you was gonna learn.
I was bad as
Oh,
fuck.
my
Bro. I used to be so like I text. So then when I get out of school, reading. It's like it's past now.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter.
Salty as shit ever, bro.
I used to pride myself on having a low ass like bill. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I would never text people. I had no conversation. I just never. I had a phone. Never used that shit.
Man, after a while when it was just me in school, because at one point I was in school with everybody I fucked with, but then at one point it was just me. My phone was really just my
Entertainment.
not entertainment. It was just my MP3 player.
That's real.
That's really what I was primarily using it for. Because when I had an Android and you could download all the music for free, I still have my little SD memory card. It's thousands of songs on there.
Really?
From when I used to have an Android. Because the last Android I had the Galaxy S5 when I thought I was missing Android. But then I wasn't. It was like,
I don't know if I can come back to my iPhone because when I bought this phone, my parents talked to me like, what are you gonna get? I give them prices and shit. And, you really gonna be all that for that phone? I'm like, y'all just don't get it, bro. You can't come back. Like the ease of access, the quality. It sounds like an Apple ad. Apple feel free to holler at us, but just in terms of ease of access, the way you use it, and just it's easy. You get comfortable fast with your iPhone.
honestly, iPhones are really big amongst older people.
Why? Because they make the font so goddamn big. I think it's funny.
No, they're easier to use than an Android. That's all.
I think it's funny when you look over someone's shoulders, which you really shouldn't be, and they're texting and their font's like big as fuck.
Bruh,
The
thing is, I don't even try to look at people's phones when it's like that. I just happen to like see it, and like it's like the one letter's on the whole screen. I'm like, damn,
I know.
Your eyesight's horrible. Just call
My fault.
How big is this font on your phone?
It's regular size. I mean,
it's regular too.
I do got 4 eyes, so I think I'm okay with regular size font.
Damn, I just got 2020.
Fuck you.
I was waiting.
We have
Blind gang.
Come join us. Now, you brought up a good point, and we should have hit this earlier. He asked me a question. and I brought it up to you, and I talked to our coworker, right? Shout out to her about Africans not referring us African Americans to ourselves African Americans.
Yeah.
And I should have wrote it down. I told myself I was going to.
I thought you did. You told me you did.
No. What her response? I got it right here. I put it in the notes that you never entered. But
I did. I answered. I looked for it.
What? No.
I didn't push it in there.
That's what I'm saying.
I was looking for what she said.
But essentially, what she said is that it starts out from something way back in the day because they felt that the Africans who stayed in Africa sold out the ones who got on the ship and were brought over here. Mm-hmm. So it's it's a little like debate that's from way back when about the kind of shit that was being said about each other, and that's really where it started from. So now they look at it. It's the same thing we talked about the other day. After boxing, they feel it as if we're not really Africans, so you can't really say it because we're not from Africa, and that's why I had a conversation with her.
But are we really from America?
I mean,
we are because we're
racist.
I mean, but
he's not gonna lie. I was like,
I mean, because African American, like I look at it more so like as a classification as to like
because when you're filling out a job application, I put mixed. People, people. It doesn't say, it says African American and then in parentheses black.
Yeah.
So
that's just pandering and covering our bases, so no one gets offended and shit.
And I was just because and obviously I have no idea how a lot of African people from Africa feel about it. It's just something I just read on the internet. And I sent you the link. Mm-hmm. Something I read and I thought it was interesting. Where he's saying he doesn't really necessarily consider Black people from America African Americans because there's really nothing African about them other than the color of their skin, and even that
even sometimes that's not true.
That's what I was gonna say.
Sometimes you could have a grandmother from Africa who is completely traditional.
Which all of us technically have. Who's actually
that's what I'm saying. And
Crystal is a white woman.
I was saying
what?
Crystal is a white woman.
Oh,
my granny.
It's Crystal.
Oh my granny.
It's okay.
She is Miss Bougie.
But I'm saying I feel like if you had, because we were talking, I was like, if you're your parents are from Africa and then in your household there's clearly African culture, you eat the food, then that's different from
I feel you're
us or Devonn, for example, to where because you're full African,
you're full black.
Mm-hmm. But for you, there's your parents were born here. I'm assuming their parents were born here. You'd have to go back
ancestry
generations to figure out, okay, this is when they came over. But then at that point, you're so Americanized. How can you really say that you're
African?
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Right. And I use your example. I explained to her. It's people who grew up in North Africa versus South Africa. Someone who grew up in South, even though I'm African American, say someone who is white was born in England, because those countries are so close together. It's all been multiplied. Mm-hmm. Say someone grew up who may be white or may not even be black, grew up in South Africa. Mm-hmm. In my mind, he's more African than me. Because he literally grew up in Africa. He grew up in Africa. I may have it in my blood.
He does too, technically.
He technically but
I guess skin color wise and all that stuff.
Okay, but say he's not even African at all. He grew up in South Africa. He has nothing in his blood. I'm gonna assume he is more African than I am because he
grew up in that culture.
Exactly, he grew up in Africa. That's like saying like for example a white guy who say grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He's more hood than I will ever be. Yeah. Even though the hood and black people they don't always mix. Even though that's a stereotype, the hood and black people. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays there's more white people in the hood than black people.
Facts. It's a big melting pot. But
it's just
that white
their
guy,
hood is called the trailer trash. That's their hood.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But that guy's still gonna be more hood than I will ever be because he grew up in the hood.
Exactly.
Kind of go back to your point when you said about people who were raised in Africa and they come over or something like that. It just made me think about a movie, Mean Girls. Katie Heron was from Africa. She was from Africa. And when you put it like that, I'm like, well, damn, I guess she was African if we're looking at it like that.
Yeah.
Because she grew up there.
She's African.
Yeah. I have my guy Dash. If you go into his household,
Hendo.
It's the food they eat, the decor, everything about it, when you hear them speak, it's completely, it's amazing food, all bang. Yeah, but the difference between his household and your household is night and day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, even though we're both black people.
Exactly, but he's from Africa. You know what I'm saying? But
but does anybody really parent the same?
No. Well, I'm sure some people do. But
I'm saying culture-wise, not just how they're parenting, but culture-wise, you can clearly tell the culture, the significance of the African culture there versus your house, where it's, that's not really. It's just more Americanized. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's just where you grew up. That's where your parents grew up. That's where their grandparents grew up. You know what I'm saying? So like the only like it's more so of a classification over who you are and what you represent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I mean, there's like and they're bringing up like the whole when Black Panther came out and everyone was wearing clothes, which was cool, and he was like, that's fine if you wear this stuff, but like to claim that that's your people and this and that and that's your culture, it's like, is it really though? You know what I'm saying?
I got dressed to go see Black Panther, but I wasn't in like no
the
African
dashikis and shit.
Nah, I just wore a boatload of gold.
I mean, yeah, but even if you're wearing like the dashiki, it's like, I mean, that's just like you're just wearing the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that's not really an issue. You feel me? And
that's the same thing. White people wearing hair. White people who wear like braids or dreads. I mean, cut you off. Like, people get so caught up in that shit. Continue.
Well, I was just saying, it's just like when you're claiming, like that's you and that's your culture. This is not like it's not though, because when you go home, you're still eating a burger and fries or pizza. You know what I'm saying? You're not eating. I'm sure they had that shit over there too. You feel me? But like that's not like the traditional
part they eat off the land.
Exactly, or just traditional African food and stuff like that. Like you're not doing that. You're not listening to the music. You're not. That's just not you. You feel me? But then you're claiming that because of what, So I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I feel like if we go somewhere else, if we go to over to Europe, like, and they hear us talking and if they're clearly gonna see that we're from America, they're not gonna say, oh, that's an African American. They're just gonna say that's American. He's from America.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's only here I feel like where that classification is like African American, Hispanic American, or Mexican American, and Canadian American or fucking French American. Doesn't you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I feel like people are like hanging on to that. And I guess it's, you can make arguments like, well, we were brought over there, so now we got to do whatever we can to get back to that place. But it's like learning about the history and the culture and like where you came from is one thing, but like claiming that that's you is like, but if the last person is so far, the last person that came over was from the slave trade. Unfortunately, like that was hundreds of years ago. Like
right.
That's your connection there is just not there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that you can't like learn about your history and appreciate where you did come from or where your family did come from, but you're American. You're an American. You know what I'm saying? Like just like I'm an American, just like you're an American, just like homie down the street's an American. You feel me? Like that's just our culture. That's what we grew up on. That's what we've been fucking surrounded with our whole life. As much as people don't want to, I feel like now people don't want to admit that. Like, yeah, that's what you are. Or everyone's American.
Regardless of it. But at the end of the day, everybody got a white skeleton.
That's real.
So.
Yeah.
That's real. You were like, what?
I was
confused for a minute.
I said that's real, and I was gonna say facts, and I said fear.
That's fear, man.
That's fear, my nigga. That's fear, my soul.
Put some fear in these niggas' hearts.
But that's But at the end of the day, everyone's pink inside, bro.
Wait, before you end it, it was something I wanted to ask y'all. So Odell Beckham was at his old school.
Slap dude.
They're petty. The charges have been dropped.
Okay.
But they're petty as fuck. They're trying to charge him that.
But you don't think he went too far?
No.
Slap.
It's a sports.
Listen, bro. Okay, like the charges were stupid. I mean, it's like come on, but it was at the end of the day, it's a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just. If I went up and slapped that police officer on their ass, and he's gonna be like, bro, what the fuck, like.
If you saw walking, it's like anybody on the ass.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Especially, and you're not supposed to. But I mean, like, I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes like celebrities get in trouble with the law, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's not that serious." But it's like, yo, if any normal person did that, they'd be getting in trouble. Just because they're a celebrity doesn't mean that they're above the law.
But he was facing like what, 6 months in prison for that?
Was he? I didn't know the sentence. I just know he had a warrant.
Like he had a warrant.
Yeah. I think it was just because of who he was.
To a cop.
Okay, yeah,
that's what the charge.
I think it probably was more so to make a point than anything.
I think it was because they were coming at him the whole time anyway. Because remember he was passing out money.
Passing out money, and shit. Yeah.
That scared the shit out of me because I was like, NCAA rules and shit. Like, but they're all about to go pro. Yeah. And then they said it was fake money. But then the quarterback said it wasn't fake money. But you notice that whole thing got swept under the rug.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then he was smoking cigars in the break room.
People seem to forget, even though these are college kids, they're grown ass men.
He's 23 years old. He's 23 years old. But I think that issue was like you can't smoke in the locker room.
That's why I said that.
And because he wasn't smoking in the locker room, he was I don't know where the fuck he smoked, probably some hallway somewhere. But they were in the locker. I had no idea.
He wasn't supposed to be smoking in the building.
Oh, I don't know.
But they were.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Bro.
Yeah, it's a bunch of stupid shit. They should have just let them celebrate. They should, and then they won the fucking
Right, just let it be. Like, and to what you were saying before you wrap up, because I know you got to go to boxing. Contact.
I don't think I'm gonna go today.
Oh.
I'll just hit the gym instead.
Okay. What? Well, never mind then. Context. If you're walking down the street and you randomly slap some guy in the butt, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But if everyone's slapping ass, you're at an athletic event, you're in a locker room where it's sports are known for smacking each other on the ass. Why you got that smile on your face? We talking about smacking asses.
But I'm saying like it'd be different if he's smacking the coach on the ass. Okay, cool. But he's smacking a police officer who has nothing to do with the game. He's
Facts.
He's just trying to do his job.
True, but
And honestly,
yeah.
I feel like the
Odell
police was on there. He was in that room just to be on bullshit.
right. Why are you being security inside of there? What the fuck going on? They can police themselves.
man.
Everybody who was there is supposed to be there. So
It was.
But no, I was smiling because y'all watch Key and Peele.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, slap ass.
Yeah, slap ass.
No, yeah, but it was a pretty stupid charge. But
Yeah.
I mean, but if anybody else did that shit, like they be getting in trouble too. You know?
I just wanted to hear y'all opinion.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it wasn't necessary. Did Odell have to do that? No.
He definitely didn't.
He was definitely off it though. Whether he was drunk, I don't want to say
He was
it, man.
probably drunk.
He was probably just drunk, but he was off it. He was lit. But I'd be lit too if my alma mater
Of course.
got a national championship.
I don't expect any of them to be, you know, like I mean, another thing. Like I feel like a lot of people expect like these celebrities, like if they're not, they have to be angels, and if they're not angels, then they're like horrible people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Even though
everyone,
celebrities are still people.
they
Still fuck up like us.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, like I mean, he probably was drinking on some shit. Maybe he was on some shit. I have no idea. I'm not gonna say he was, but I'm pretty sure he was drinking. I'm pretty sure everybody was. You feel me? Like he was just having a good ass time. I mean, it was probably lit as fuck in that locker room, you know. And he probably just did it, not really thinking about he just did it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened to be a police officer. You know, and the police officer just took it way too far. You know, like he could have just been like, "Yo, like don't do that shit."
Police officer took it too far. Or Odell took it too far.
The cop.
I feel like Odell definitely didn't have to slap his ass.
He didn't have to slap his ass.
But the cop also didn't have to put a warrant. He could have just been like,
You put a
"Don't
warrant.
slap my ass."
You
know
put
what I'm
a
saying?
warrant out for this man's arrest, bro.
Oh wow.
All right, just like that's like.
hot. He was mad.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like other people probably just like maybe like a normal person. I don't think they would have got arrested for that. You know, unless maybe if the cop was on bullshit that day.
he never got arrested because I think by then he was gone. But
Yeah, I mean they're not catching him.
If it's a
He's running out
local
of there.
warrant, why would I come back?
Yeah, for real.
Cut it out.
I just say
You looked at me like I got a warrant.
damn. All I did was go.
It was just a shady face. I didn't like the face.
I thought you were agreeing with it.
I was agreeing with him.
Oh.
Trying to start shit.
Suspect ass.
So, do you have a warrant out for somebody?
Look, I've lived, okay?
You're funny as shit. But yeah, I thought the charges were super duper petty. Did me and you talk about? Did we all three of us talk about cheating? Like not like cheating in sports? Did we cover that with everything going on in baseball right now?
You talked about
no.
that with our manager. You talked to me about that.
Yeah, it was really surprising. Surprised what it wasn't. But dude, we don't cover it. We haven't talked about it on here yet, have we?
Nah.
How do you feel about cheating in sports?
Well, shit like that is what they were
That
doing
shit
was
was crazy.
bullshit. That was bullshit. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think they should have their title stripped away. I mean, they
Everybody
literally-
feels like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you cheated during the World Series, and like you clearly that gave you an advantage.
Cheated the whole
The
season.
season, it wasn't even the World Series. The season, and they weren't the only team. They weren't the only team doing it. You know what I'm saying? But they won off of that. I mean, granted, it still takes skill to get to where they were at. You know, and still hit the ball that's coming at you. But just knowing, having that advantage of knowing what pitch is coming, is such an advantage over the whole team because like
It's not fair.
you know okay, I'm not gonna swing. Okay, I'm gonna swing. I know his fastballs come up, at this height, so I'm gonna do this. But you know what I'm saying? Like they do the research before. Like professional athletes watch tape, you know what I'm saying? So if they know what pitch is coming, they have an idea of where it's gonna be at, when to swing, all that shit. So that makes everything so much easier. So yeah, I think they should have their shit stripped. That's grimy, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Some of the players I feel like should be suspended for at least like a year, bro. Like especially the ones that knew about it. I'm sure all of them were like, well, I had no idea. No, bro. Like
Maybe the ones on the bench didn't.
maybe I don't know, bro.
They all knew, bro. Because
imagine
think about it. My bad. Everybody up there. So did you read into the system, how the system worked when they would do it? So what happened is, right? You know how I saw. I need